Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Ringside Rant, brought to you by W.GG, WEnergydrinks.com.gg. Get your W Energy Drinks on. Ringside Rants, 10% off is our energy code. And I am just Mike, as usual. And to my right tonight, with his absence, well, he should be here later, is Josh. But to my right tonight, we have JAT, the magical Mustro, the Le Champion of music. And then below us, we have Spicy Phil, the Smarter Strong style. Gentlemen, how the hell are you?
All right.
So we were offline talking briefly before we came online about Maki Ito and her hurting in stardom. All the women are taking advantage of her and beating her up, and because she's over with the fans. Just unlike if she went to New Japan, the fans would have been more on the other wrestler's side, and then she would have a good, different amount of. Wow, that just happened.
Shift.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
We're back.
Yeah, they wouldn't accept her, like, because I remember when Jake Lee joined, which was perfect for him to join the United Empire.
You're right about Kent. It's anytime a wrestler comes from a Noah or All Japan or another company, they're not ready to accept you right away, the fans in New Japan. Whereas in this case, Maki Ito is now in stardom. The fans love her. She's over. The girls are giving her the mean girl treatment, the attitude, the kind of thing like that. So,
They're like, fuck you.
which is good storytelling. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it too, because Bucky's like trying to be all nice to them and everything, and they're like, fuck you. He's like, well, fuck you back. And she's like, you're gonna say fuck you to me? Well, fuck you.
Gotta love how she got jumped by the curtain going to the back. She gets up, she bows to the fans, and then flicks them all off. Gotta love it.
Well, I mean, it is Maki Ito.
I think she might be the only character in wrestling that can flick off everybody and they cheer and love her.
She calls her fans shitheads. Motherfuckers.
I think she's the only one that can get away with it. I don't know if Austin could have got away with that.
She also calls it like Hulk Hogan has the Hulkamaniacs. The Rock has the people. The Bears. What's up, guys?
The Bears shit the bed. And right now, I don't want to change subjects, but while Country brings that up, Miami's putting up a fight. Last I saw it was 17-14 in the fourth.
Yeah, they are putting up a fight.
Yeah. Indiana ain't all that. They just played a bunch of northern teams.
Anyways, like we were talking about, like her, like
they blew out Alabama.
She also calls her fan, like The Rock calls his fans the people. Christian calls his fans the peeps.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with the peeps.
And Maki Ito calls her fans the simps.
Now we can't forget about our good Mayor Kane with his Canaanites.
Oh yeah, and Lord Pants. And what would Lord Pants call his Taichi? Call his fans?
I don't know, but I could tell you that man was in the main event this morning, and what a main event it was! And the crowd, to the other wrestlers, everybody gave that dude nothing but no respect.
Yeah, Taichi has the Lord Pants, aka Taichi. He has the subjects.
Yeah.
How about his subjects, Jordan?
I don't know. We really don't have a name for it, but I am a huge Lord's Pants fan. Huge Taichi
beautiful
fan.
Voice, by the way.
Yes, beautiful singing voice. In case none of you knew, beautiful singing voice.
Yeah, and he loses pants halfway through the match.
That's when you know it's serious.
It was a really good match, man. It was.
I can see why he has Sumo Becker, and he has the build for it.
You know that man was trained by and beaten the shit out of by Kawada when he was young.
Oh yeah.
I mean he's not one of the Young Lions or New Japan original. That's why he originally he was booed and he was a heel. Came in as a junior too, but nice heavyweight. But yeah, he's a Noah guy and he was trained by Kawada. That's where those kicks come from.
And over the years, Kenta did earn the respect of the New Japan fans.
He did after he went heel. He had to go heel. They tried to bring him in his face. The fans wouldn't accept him. They wouldn't accept him. He jumped with Bullet Club, and that was it. They booed him at first. Then next thing you know, he's people are begging him to sign his book, or begging him to sign their copies of his book.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed when when Naito won the world title at Wrestle Kingdom, and he beat the shit out of him and sat on him Indian style. Genghis was so mad. I was so happy.
I even called his new tag team with Bushi Los Tequilas de Japón.
Yeah, well, I don't think Noah has the money to let him destroy those belts, so he better behave over there.
Oh yeah.
So well, I think he was told to broke those belts in New Japan.
He was an asshole in them belts, those poor belts. But how about the show this morning? We got the Road to New Beginning kicked off. We got the first show this morning. The second show is going to be starting at my time, our time, all three of our times, 3:30 a.m. But yeah, we got a title change in the main event, and we got story. What did you guys think?
It was epic.
It wasn't as good as New Year's Dash, in my opinion.
It won't be. It's a basic show.
Yeah, but it was a great show, and I'll tell you why I liked it. You had a title change hands on their very first defense from TMDK to High-and-Tai.
Yes, this is the Never Six Man. That's the trios titles, what they're called in New Japan. Which I don't want to change subjects again, but I wish AEW would treat their trios titles like the Never Six Man, and we get more of that. You never know when it could change. I think that would help AEW's live programs if we would get more of that. You never know. In 2 weeks, it might change again. I think Tony Khan should do that. I think it would make more people want to tune in and watch a Collision, let alone a Dynamite. I say, if you're going to bounce titles, bounce those. Bounce them all the fuck around. Let it happen. Let it happen in Timbuktu. Any title change anywhere. That'll make people watch. That'll put, Phil, that'll put butts in seats.
Oh, yeah.
And Country, I watched it too, and it was very disappointing. And I agree. I don't think it was Santino's fault. It's a lot of people's fault there.
We're gonna get to the T. We're waiting for Josh because he saw the show, and I kind of want his opinions with everybody else. But when he gets in here, there will be a discussion on TNA's new debut show. We're gonna save that for later in the show. Yeah. Before we get anything else, everybody watching, smash that like button for us. It's free 99. Free. Go up on the top. Go up on the top row.
What happened with what's his name? Trey Miguel.
Right now we're shilling the channel, so like and subscribe, please. It's free 99. Smash the like button. Climb up to the top rope. Give it your best Randy Savage impersonation,
or give it your best Dusty Rhodes Bionic Elbow.
Yes, give it the Dusty Rhodes as hard as you can. Smash that like button. Helps us with the algorithm. Gets more people in the chat. More people for you to talk with, agree with, disagree with. Give them the finger. We don't care. And subscribe if you feel like
it. We know, and we love you for it, Country.
Thank you, Country.
We love you, brother.
Yep.
But no, man.
Right here, they gave me a nickname, Spicy Phil.
Yeah.
Let's get into where we just were about New Japan, about the Road to New Beginning show 1. Let's get into some of that. Well, since Josh didn't watch it, we can talk about that before he gets in here. We started with the Young Lions Cup. What you got, Mike?
Well, that's where I was going to begin with the Young Lions Cup.
Yes.
And the second match was getting great. The build-up was getting massive. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not really one of the people that think the Young Lions Cup is all that and then some.
Right.
But they're giving it story. They're actually making Young Lions a story. And with Zane J busting the shit out of the dude over the top of the head with that chair, and that chair disintegrated over his head. And then he just goes and beats the living shit out of him some more. And then him and Cal Newman just leave together.
Yeah, United Empire right there. So first of all, we have no time limit in these Young Lion matches. Normally you get 5-minute time or whatever it is, 10 minutes. There's no time limit. And this is just wrestler A and B fight, wrestler C and D fight, and then That's how this works. So it's
What's
not a big.
crazy thing is that Red Shoes was one of the referees for this fight, this match too. And he's the top. He's the big. And if anyone doesn't know, Red Shoes Umino is the big dog of New Japan referees.
I think there's a reason behind that. I think he's letting the secondary reps get in that main. And lately, I've been seeing on the main events. He's not pulling both main events on the big cards. I think he's backing off to let these guys get more into it because his time's going to be coming to the end. So he's kind of. I think he'll still do one big match, but I think he's not going to be doing like the double main events anymore. He's letting these guys get their feet wet, get more into it for when they take over because he's got some age on him. You know, Red Shoes has been in there a long time. He's not Tiger. He hasn't been there as long as Tiger, but Tiger's also retired as well. So
I miss Tiger.
they had an action figure for sale of Tiger from from about 2000. I don't know why I didn't get a picture to send it to you, but he still had his dark hair, not gray. They were selling a Tiger Hattori action figure from 2000.
Tiger Mask, man. The fourth. No, this was fifth one, right?
Well, we were talking about Tiger Hattori, the old senior ref who just retired a few years ago. Tiger Mask, yeah, we're on. If you want to get into that we have retirements going on, not just Tanahashi. We're on Tiger Mask 4. He already announced last year that he was hanging it up, but we got Tenzan coming out and getting his flowers at Blue Justice.
Yeah, which was 2 days ago.
Which, I don't know if you remember, Phil, I've been saying for the last couple of years, it's coming for Tenzan. He's been in there for forever. It's been coming. He goes back to Liger's era. That's how long he's been in there. So, I mean, it's high time.
Wasn't he in NWO 2000?
He before that he was in Chono's NWO group with Muda. He did join them.
Yeah, he was part of NWO 2000 along with Chono and Muda.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to call it that, NWO 2000 was when Bret Hart.
NWO Japan, I meant. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm half asleep. I just woke up out. Yeah, that's what I meant. NWO Japan.
Yeah, he was. It's like the Japanese Sting was bigger over there. Scott Norton and Buff Bagwell were NWO Japan as well. They would go over there and fight a lot.
Even Scott and even the Outsiders, Hall and Nash, the two of the NWO OGs were associated with them.
Slightly they would go, but not as much as Buff and Norton. They would go, and Vincent. They would go a lot to Japan in the middle of the Monday Night Wars. They were over there a lot.
They didn't want to go to Japan.
He was IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Scott Norton was.
Yeah, that he was. It was downplayed over here, but he was.
And Scott Norton was also an honorary member of Bullet Club.
Yes, he was.
He was.
That he was. Anyway, back to the Lions. What we were talking about. Yeah, it's one thing I appreciate. Phil already knows this. Mike saw it, so he knows it because he likes the story as well. How about sticking to the rules here? Your boy hit him with the chair and cheated, DQ'd. You lose the match. It's not thrown out. No, you lose. Your opponent moves on in the tournament because you cheated your ass off. You broke out a weapon. I like this.
And Red Shoes let him do it too, man. Red Shoes is like.
Yeah, but then he called for the bell after. But Red Shoes ain't about to get his ass kicked. He'll let you sway if he can't catch you first, but. And then the bell's ringing. It's the young Lion's job to grab you outside the
Red Shoes. Red Shoes is the referee says you're gonna do what you want, but you're gonna pay the consequences for it.
Yeah, Red Shoes is like, okay, that bell ring ain't my job to break y'all up. That's the ring board's job to break y'all up. I'm just standing over here. Ring the bell.
I wish other referees follow the philosophy. I wish other referees in other companies followed the philosophy of Red Shoes.
Well, you got to look at it like this. It's kind of like a main eventer that earns his way to where you'll be in a main event. Let's say you got Scott Hall and Lex Luger fighting in 1998, all right, in a main event. You're going to see Scott Hall grab some hair or a closed fist. Other wrestlers can't get it. The ref will give them the warning. But because you're the big time, you get... Red Shoes has that same philosophy being head ref and they'll tell you all the time especially Kevin Kelly used to say it all the time on commentary. Red Shoes is going to be more lenient with his when you're out the ring with the 20 counts, when he starts them. with the 5 count, he's gonna kind of let it go more. You know, the people want to see a fight. They paid to see a fight, but so the rules are it's at the ref's discretion how the match is run. So everybody's different, but if anybody can get away with a little more, it's Red Shoes being the senior.
Mm-hmm.
That's he earned that right. He earned
Man,
that right.
and that match was really getting good too. Like the dude had the upper hand on Zane J too, man.
That's why he lost it and cheated. That's why he lost.
Zane J is now officially a member of the UE now.
No, he's not official. They said he's not on commentary. They asked your boy.
They asked Cal Newman. He said he ain't a member of us.
He said, I'm not commenting on that yet. And it wasn't Newman, it was the other guy from I don't know if that was Akira, who that was on the mic. From
It was Cal.
No, because they had on when they got on the mic, they said they were both talking about Cal's language. Yeah, you got to watch Cal's language, bro.
Fuck you.
Because he was like, he says, I'll be nicer than Cal. But it was another United Empire member, because he asked at the end of the show last night. He says, am I back on tomorrow night? Am I getting paid? And Chris is like, how the hell should I know?
Yeah. And he's like, well, if I'm not, I'm out of here.
Yeah, he's like, I don't get paid by the
I don't get paid by that. I'm out of here.
Which we do know that Oscar Lube, one of the half of the KO Bros, the World Tag Champs, is going to be on English commentary probably the second half of the show tonight. But we did get to find that out, so that'll be kind of cool.
That's gonna be really cool, because last night he was on Japanese commentary.
Yeah, the two of them came out, but we jumping all the way to main event anyway. So it looks like United Empire is going to be taking your board. That's what it looks like. Which, if that happens, that means he gets to skip excursion. He does not have to go on excursion. So that's an easy way to keep him involved. And so we've got story in a young, like Mike said, we got fucking story in a young Lions match here, which is great.
And it don't make, and people are like, well, it won't make any sense. It makes a lot of sense.
I just explained how it makes sense. If he goes, he can lose the tournament. Fine. He goes United Empire. He didn't have to leave for a year and go on excursion. He gets yeah. You've
then they have with Fujita, if I'm correct, when he joined TM when like he had like a minor excursion to Australia, but that's it. But then he comes back a few months later as official member of TMDK after he graduated.
Yeah, technically they brought him back. He was still like a lion, and they went up to him, and everybody's like, well, wait a minute. It looks like they're taking him in TMDK, and they took him right then. Like, well, that's it. That might be the first time we ever saw a lion join a faction. Yeah. I believe he does hold that distinction.
Yeah, for years it was the first young lion to join a faction before graduating.
And Bolton Oleg did not have to go on excursion because he won a championship as a Lion, which that automatically put him on main roster status. So he won the six neverweight 6-man trios titles over there. He won that, and that automatically put him where you don't have to go. You're not a Lion anymore. You don't have to go on excursion.
He's won it twice now.
Yes, we're jumping ahead again, but yeah, we did have a title change last night.
Yeah. So what? The 10-man tag match was kind of a letdown.
Well, they're teasers. Phil knows this because he watches all the time.
They're teasers. That's basically sometimes it's the term. Sometimes less is more. That's New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's their way to go on things.
Yeah, you're gonna get the multi-man matches to tease you for when the new beginning show does happen, and we get the payoff for all of that. So we're gonna find out more of that card as it develops, But yeah, this is Road 2 shows. What we're watching right here is like episodes of Raw that are actually good.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little while too.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if Raw sucked tonight.
Well, we actually have a little bit of WWE and AEW news to get to. We're just covering more. We started with New Japan because Josh.
We're getting the good stuff out of the way first.
You can look at it like that too if you like, but I'm sure we have some people on here that do want to talk about WWE and one of the big things that happened tonight, which we will. That want to talk about a little bit of AEW and as well as TNA's debut, which we're saving that for when Josh gets in.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, though, the next match on that card was that 10-man tag match, which was not that great.
It to me, it would have been the down point of the show. It would, if ever you want to see a good multi-man match, they haven't done one in years. But whenever you hear an elimination match, those are awesome because you have to be over the top rope, pinned or submitted or counted out, and it comes down to the final man in the ring wins for his team. Those are terrific.
That I can understand. That right there would be cool.
No, those are exciting. The crowd screams and hollers. You don't know. It's like a battle royal plus a wrestling match with like 10 men.
Well, Dookie and Doki and
get him, Phil. Get him, Phil. Get him,
Dookie.
The Dookie Tookie, Mike.
The Dookie Tookie.
No.
It's Doki.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, Doki and El Phantasmo. I'm sorry, not El Phantasmo.
Sure.
It's not ELP. It's El Desperado.
Okay.
Despy and Dookie.
Will you stop?
It's gonna be a great junior tag match, and that happens in a few
Yeah,
hours.
it's not a tag match. It's
I meant for the junior weight title.
They go. Let's just say Doki and Despy. They go back. They were former members of Suzuki, and they were back tag partners once.
Yeah, they were tight at one time, and yeah, Doki turned to the dark side, but
he was always dark. He was a pipe wielding maniac.
Yes, the pipe wielding maniac. Gino Gambino's favorite.
There's also the junior light heavyweight tag championship tonight as well.
Yes, that is on the card as well. And how about those two matches we got as teasers last night, where Chris even threw in the ECW reference because we did. After one match ended, the other two came out. We didn't get an intro, music, nothing. It went right into the next match. That was pure ECW throwback right there.
It was really good.
The intensity was good. The crowd stayed with it. Of course, we were in Kurgan Hall. Very, very good combination the way they did those two matches. That I find that's what makes the 5-on-5 go down because
Kurgan Hall is the ECW arena of Japan.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a loyal fan base that goes regular to the Kurgan Hall shows.
Kurgan Hall has been around for 60 years to be exact.
Yeah, it was sold out, dude.
Yeah, and that's a regular venue. That I could show you what sold that out is what Mike's been bragging about since Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Day.
And it's not a bingo hall either, you motherfucker trolls. So fuck y'all.
There are no bingo halls in Japan. They have gymnasiums, but what sold out Kurgan is, and it's I believe tonight's at the hall again. It's the storylines. The stories, what's the people that go to Kurgan Hall are regulars. That's like going to the ECW arena in Philly, and the same people would go over. It's the same kind of thing. And these people love and respect their wrestlers. That's why Lord Pants is so over.
I used to make fun of Taichi whenever he looks like a villain like a villain boss from Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy wishes they could sing that good.
Well, he looks like a villain, like a villain from a video game, like a final boss. So anyways, that's a compliment.
The man's been a villain his whole career except for now. Until this point, he was a villain his whole career. That's why the people are loving him.
Who?
Taichi, Lord Pants. Oh. Yeah, he's been a villain his entire career until just the last few years, and he just got over with pure wrestling. I mean, it's a shame he'll never hold the big one. I think he should have.
It just sucks that Miho is no longer with him.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, why she decided to retire, or what she went into, but no more Miho.
Well, we saw recent. I showed in our little group chat. I saw recent photos of her, what she's been doing. So Ada.
Oh well, we know she's hot. We know that. We know. I know
it's hard to believe she'll be. I think she just turned 38 recently.
God, she looks good for her age.
Yeah, I'm actually 2 years. I'm actually about a year, a few months older than
You could
Joe.
tell me she's 30 and I'd buy it. And you could tell me she's 28 and I'd go, wow, that's how good she looks. If she's really 38, she looks really good, really young.
Yeah, she takes good care of us. Well, if you look at a lot of people don't look like in their
The
40s.
Japanese age, the majority of them just age good. I think it's the diet myself. I think it's the diet. Those people love their fish and seafood, and you know what? It's actually good. Your omega 3s and your
Fatty
circul
acids.
your
And the
circ
and the protein, the protein.
your circular the protein, yes, Phil. But the circulation and just like they tell us over here to take fish oil for blockages and to keep you circulate. I mean, they eat good over, and their rice isn't. They don't all eat rice full of trash like the majority of China and Hong Kong and Taiwan. A lot of it's plain white rice over there. They eat pretty healthy. Not every and even their McDonald's over there is has healthy options, not like ours. So it's a different world over there. But I think a lot of it genetics, yeah. But diet, I would say that's why a
They're
lot of
very strict. They care about they. From what I've seen about Japan are very strict on their diets and everything. I've seen I was talking to this Twitch streamer and everything about it. She she's very the same way and everything. They're very strict on their sugar intakes as well.
one
That's
thing I like.
that's you hardly see any diabetics in Japan.
One thing I like over there is they tend to you might notice even before COVID and after COVID, you'll see a lot of masks in Japan in crowds. They don't wear the mask not to get sick. Half of them wear the mask when they have a cold, not to give it to you out of respect. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna get you sick. I'm like, yeah, it makes a lot more sense for you to wear a mask and not cough on me when you're sick versus I'm gonna wear a mask because I'm scared you're gonna. Yeah, yeah. The philosophy's right. Yeah. Anyway,
Well, I was wearing during COVID. I wore a mask not because I didn't want to get anyone sick at all. Because there were sometimes where I thought I had COVID and I didn't want to take any chances. I did out of respect for everyone else.
right, but there's one big problem for that with me and you, and I don't know if you had it at the time, but you got a beard. That shit don't work, bro. There's a reason when you work in a plant, and if you're a pilot,
Well,
you gotta be.
I shaved my beard because of COVID and everything. So
But that's why if you're a pilot or you're Air Force or you're if you work in a plant, you got to be shaved to the skin because those any kind of leak, anything goes back. You got to be able to have that mask has to be to the skin to protect you, or it's not doing anything. So that's why I didn't wear the mask because I'm like it ain't doing nothing. It ain't touching my skin. I'm breathing all I can breathe whatever everybody else is breathing. So just a
Yep,
little
same
side
here.
note. Yeah, just a little side note. But anyway.
Yeah, I did the same thing, dude. I didn't get the original strand of COVID. I got COVID Delta, and then I got Omicron, and then two other strands after that.
I
I got
hardly ever got any of it.
I got the original one when it was very early on because this asshole guy who went and got tested and knew he had it walked in a store and coughed in my face. And then the one behind the counter threw him out saying, "We just got tested and you're positive." And I just stood there like, what the fuck? And I was pissed. And that's how I got it. And of course, that guy went in the city and caught it. A complete asshole, no care, no respect for anybody. Come in a store coughing and give me the shit. So what an asshole. So
Well,
anyway, that's how I got it, and it wasn't. But my doctor did give me the medicine before it was legally ordered not to give the people the medicine. I
the
got the
ninja cough.
medicine that knocks it out.
The ninja cough.
Oh, they no. My doctor gave me he gave me the stuff. He said it's no different than a common cold. He says I'll give you your test results tonight. Here, take this and take this. He gave it to me in my convertible, and he says start taking this no matter what you got. And he called me that night. He says, "You got it." He says, "Just keep taking that." And in 24 hours, my hot and cold chills and my bone aches and pains were gone. That hydrochloro, whatever it is, chlorine, that and the other one. In 24 hours, I felt better. Now, I had to be contained 14 days because that's how early I caught it. It's not like the 2 day thing like today, but at least I didn't have to jam the shit up my nose because he was all bragging. He was like, He says, no, that's the hospital, dude. He says, we're way more advanced. He says, see this Q-tip? You're done. That's how my doctor did that.
Yeah.
He was like, he says, we're way more advanced than the hospital. He says, they ain't caught up yet. He says, I'll have your results tonight because you know we got our own lab. That's what you pay for. I was like, oh yeah, I know when y'all send me the bill for the lab work. I know. I know, trust me. Anyway, back to wrestling. So we got the two the out of the junior tag match. We got a one-on-one from both guys. Tonight we're getting that match for the title. That's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm loving that we're getting these title matches. They're not waiting after Wrestle Kingdom. We're getting these matches all kind of rapid fire. Everybody's getting story. I like this. This is kind of like the Attitude Era with good wrestling. With good wrestling, everybody's got a
And,
story.
but the good thing is all the story, dude. That like I said, the next match after the 10-man tag was good. Like you said, it went straight from one thing to another,
Mm-hmm.
and I was really happy about that. And then it went from that to the never open weight tag titles,
Yeah, and we
which
got a title change. Good match, but title change. Wasn't
yeah,
expecting that.
Bolt No Legs, man, dude, that's a monster, bro.
I'm telling you, I promise you, Shawn Michaels got his eye on that guy. I can promise you.
Oh, Vince would like him too.
Oh, yeah, Vince would have been. Oh, Vince wouldn't have known. It would have been Triple H scouting at the time, but they'd have been all over. The only thing you got to teach him is make sure he could learn how to cut a good promo and be a character. But the body, the build, he's got it. He's
Yeah,
that dude.
he's
That
good.
that dude could legit stand against Gunther and look like the real deal.
Yeah,
And he's a whole different country. Not a lot of people come from his country. It just gives you another. I like diversity. I like different people, different culture represent the world. I like that in my wrestling and in sports, and I just like him being somebody different. I like it. I'm waiting for New Japan one day to get like a West Africa or somebody from over. I'm waiting for that day for them to
oh yeah,
find somebody. I'm waiting for it.
oh yeah. From the what do they call that? What is that place that Phil loves so much over in
Can you?
Africa?
Can
Uh,
you?
There's a SGW,
SW.
Soft Ground Wrestling.
Yeah,
If they ever pick up one or two people from over, I mean, I've heard that they have tried, but it's hard to become a young lion. You gotta, and you see half the lions don't make it or they quit or they get injured. It's hard to get into New Japan. You got to be good or proven. I mean, they got to see something. It's not even a 1 in 100. You got to be that good, and that's why half the guys don't make it. But it's such a hard life. But they want to make sure that you can be one of the best in the world. That's how much faith they put in these guys that they put on TV. So, I mean, you look at this group of lions we're watching in this cup. None of them look like superstars right now. Look how many people came just like them: Tanahashi, Shibata, Nakamura, Okada, Naito, Jay White. I mean, look, the list goes on. All of them started out as black trunk nobodies, and all became megastars. Look at Suji. Suji as a world champ. He was just a young lion a little while back, wrestling in black trunks, nothing fancy.
I don't know that Zane J dude, man. That dude right there is something serious.
Well, they're obviously treating him like it.
Him and Aaron Wolf.
Wolf is young. Wolf got plenty of time. He could just get better and keep going. But yeah, we got to see some Wolf last night. Got to see. They keep giving us the teasers.
Aaron Wolf is awesome.
You could tell he's not there yet because we have only gotten the one singles match with interference at Wrestle Kingdom. Everything else has been tags. They're working on him. You could tell they're working on him. But I'm looking forward to when they're gonna announce his next singles to defend the title against whoever they're gonna pick. I'm looking forward to seeing his progression for Wolf. I am. Like it might be a United Empire member. It's a strong title. Who's to say Hinari don't go after him or something like that? Oh, they already announced who it was gonna be. Um, House of Torch is gonna fight Wolf. Ren Narita.
Oh God.
Yeah, so they're not even going with a veteran. They're going with the last class of young lions that became stars with Suji. So it's going to be Ren Narita with Mr. Board hit you with the board. That's who's going after Wolf. I don't know if they're saving that for the New Beginning show, but that's who's going for the title next to avenge evil.
I don't think
So
it's going to happen, Captain.
I think all the House of Torture and Dick and friends are going to get involved there.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. I mean, Narita cheats just about as much as Sho. Those two guys are pretty dirty. Ren Narita being Shibata's protege.
Where'd Phil go?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to get me a beer with roots in it.
I was gonna. He ruined it for a minute when he said right here. I was gonna say, dude, he's sitting right there. You don't know he's John Cena.
Indiana beat Miami 27-21.
Dude, I almost choked on that laughing.
Damn it. Not very convincing considering they almost got beat by the number 10 team, though. Not very convincing. I don't think Indiana was the best team this year. I think they got lucky.
I don't know, man. They skunked Alabama 38-3.
Yeah, that's Alabama. I think it would have been a different world if they played Georgia or Ole Miss or even A&M.
I told my nephews about what you call it, and my nephews go to Ole. Well, one of them graduated from Ole Miss, even pharmacy school. They're like, grrr. Hey, you Jordan.
Tell them they should feel good because if they know what I call Texas A&M.
Texas ass to mouth.
Yeah.
I prefer none of those teams over my team personally, but you know. But I just give everybody the heads up about that game because I know everybody's watching the game, man.
Maybe not even everybody. As long as Ohio State and Alabama didn't win, because those two fan bases, they pissed me off. I was pulling for Ole Miss, Phil. See, you made them hate me telling them I call it Ole Miss, but you didn't tell them that I was going for Ole Miss to win.
I just thought I never heard anyone call Ole Miss Ole Piss, and it just made me laugh. I'm sorry.
The generation older than me from Louisiana, back when they were our rivals before Bama, when Ole Miss was our rivals for LSU, all the 60-year-old and they all or at least 55-year-old, they all call it Ole Miss. Because that was the rivalry from the old school before Bama was our rival. So everybody be like, oh, Ole Miss? Oh, fuck them. That was our big enemies before my time. Like my cousin who's like 50. Let me see. He's got to be close to 55. He calls them Ole Miss, and he's one of the younger ones, but he went to LSU. So pretty much 55 and up. Oh, it's Ole Miss if you're from Louisiana.
But I can honestly say this, dude. It was a good game for whoever watched it.
Which one? The championship?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was back. I don't think Indiana's all that, man. I don't think they really had a real challenge.
They had a good basketball. The Hoosiers have a good basketball team, though, or did, especially when Bobby Knight was coach.
16-0 all year long. They didn't lose a game, so I can't fault them. The closest game they played was against Oregon, and they only won by 3 points.
I can't wait. I'll tell you one thing, though. I can't wait to see the merch for the Unbound company.
That I don't want to talk about because I was telling Mike before you came on. We were talking off the before we went live. Do you think unaffiliated companies gonna actually be a thing past 2 months, Phil?
We'll see what happens. I'm excited about it because I actually want to get merch for the Unbound company.
What if I'm just gonna throw this out there as an idea? Well, because Finley and Drilla and Connors and all, not only have they not been on the show last night, I don't think they're going to be on the show tonight. I think they're saving them for the New Beginning actual show. Dude, what if they have a big old split and they walk out and the unaffiliated is just a placeholder until they change, like the group changes and they leave? Because I think United Empire is going to go over this thing in the end and beat them, and it's going to cause a division and lead to members of them leaving. That's just what I see. So I'm wondering, is the unaffiliated a just five guys thing just for the minute until Suji really picks a group? I mean, I don't know. The unaffiliated, unless they got the best merch in the world, I don't feel like it's a permanent stable. I feel like it's a placeholder. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I mean, it is Japan. They get some weird ideas. I mean, the one thing I wish New Japan would do is hire a better T-shirt people. I don't like their T-shirt designs in Japan, short of the logo, the New Japan logo, the baseball style shirts, the jerseys. I don't like Okada shirts were never good to me.
I would say
Ibushi shirts. I mean Yoshihashi's shirt was ridiculous. It's just plain. It's they don't make me want to buy them. Suzuki Gun had a nice logo.
Suzuki Goon always has a nice photo.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, don't y'all agree? Have y'all seen much New Japan merch for like individual wrestlers? I'm not.
I'm not a fan of the merch for the wrestlers. I'm a fan of the company, like the New Japan Strong shirts or the
King the logo, the Lions logo, the baseball style. The God, I couldn't get one, or they wanted an arm and a leg, but I really wanted the Godzilla New Japan shirt when they did the crossover, and they had it for that one tour. But the wrestler shirts, I wish they'd get somebody to design some stuff a little. I know it's Japan and big smiles, but I kind of needed something a little harder. The only guy's shirt who looked cool was Naito, and Phil knows how I feel about Naito, so I spent 0 yen on that shirt.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Yo shirts are pretty cool.
Yeah, House of Torture's design isn't bad at all.
House of Tortures are good, but Yo's is pretty nice too, dude.
Oh yeah. By the way, Jordan, I know this is off subject. I know you're gonna probably justice it, but I already made some new comics, by the way.
Okay, you can show them at the end of the show.
Well, no, I ordered them off eBay this morning.
Oh, okay. You will be getting new comics which you bought online. Okay, when you get them, you can show them on the show.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be pretty awesome. It's basically the Hedge Knight books 1 and 2.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me something to drink.
For those who don't know, it's basically about the. Well, I've been recently getting into that show, that Game of Thrones spinoff, the prequel. You know what I'm talking about? A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I really don't know much. I've been busy working on music and stuff, so I really don't know. So what you tell me, and I'm
a fan of the Game of Thrones series. All right.
All right, yeah, you tell me, and I understand from what you tell me.
It's a prequel. It takes place 100 years before the original show and everything.
Okay.
It's basically about a young knight who it came from nothing. He was basically a peasant before he became a knight.
Those damn
he was a squire.
Those damn peasants. Every time, bro. Every time. Those damn peasants.
Oh yeah, especially we know how Great O'Con likes his peasants. Those are his fans. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, I want to know how you feel about this. No, we don't want to know about him talking about his nipples, Monica. All right, she's dinging us over here about Josh and his nipples. We don't care. What do you think about in the dynamic right now of the United Empire and what we're seeing?
I like how much of a heel faction they are coming.
They are definitely heels right now. But here's my issue. Here's my question to you. We know Ospreay said he's going to come, and Mike can hear this now that he's back too. This is good. We're talking about United Empire, and they're coming off as heels with Cal Newman leading. We know Ospreay showed back up. We know he said when he's better, he's coming back to Japan. We know that Ospreay doesn't realize Cal Newman is not happy with him. Now, here's the deal. Guys like Akira, even though he was there before him, guys like your boy Roy, you were talking about, Young Lion earlier, even a Jake Lee, who really don't give a fuck about it. Those guys are going to stand by Cal Newman. Can you see Okan or Hinare agreeing or turning on Will with how they consider he gave them their careers, and that's the tricky part to me. Do they?
It's a double-edged sword for them.
What do you think?
It's a double-edged sword for them.
Do they stick with the group and axe Ospreay? Does United Empire split into maybe two? What happens? Do they stay united?
It could lead to a civil war or something.
I really don't want to see that again in another faction, but it could. Does how does that's the two men I'm worried about this affecting. Because to me, Okan and Hinare, even though they're two badass dudes and we love them, they don't come off as we're bastard heels like the rest of the group. And they've
No,
been loyal to Will because Will made them bigger than they ever were. So what do you think's really gonna happen? Will comes back, he's gonna fight Cal. Cal's gonna either cheat his ass or try to boot him. What the hell is Okan and Hinari gonna do? They stopped Cal from cracking Osprey over the head with the chair. Let's not forget that. And Osprey didn't see it.
No, he didn't. It almost felt like it it's leading to it's gonna we're just gonna have to see what happens, you know. Like we'll see. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just gonna let New Japan, as the kids say today, let New Japan cook.
Well,
they've been cooking some high quality food. They've been cooking some high quality content. I can tell you that lately.
I don't know if it's Tanahashi as president that said, all right, in 2026, I want story. I want emphasis on I don't know whose mandate or what, but I like it. Almost everybody's getting a story. And the few people that might seem they're not getting, don't worry.
Even the young lions are getting some type quality.
Right.
Story.
But you notice how we're not getting everybody? Watch the next tour when the different titles go up and the different weight classes. All of a sudden, it's going to be on the probably everybody this year is going to get a story. That's what I'm expecting.
For those who want good wrestling and good story, New Japan Pro Wrestling is it, baby.
That if they could keep this up for the whole year,
gosh,
they're going to get my promotion of the year.
I am here.
There he is,
Mr. Bad Karma himself.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap up our discussion of what we talking. Let's get to the main event here. And finish this up now that we have Josh. Then we can move on to the other companies because he saw what was taking place. So the main event of this morning's show went over 30 minutes. And I know that Mike was a big fan of this match. And I know that Phil said he thought it was pretty snazzy.
Well, which match are you talking about?
You didn't get to see the show. We're on the New Beginning that happened this morning. The Road to New Beginning. It's like a Raw. But it was very good. So that's why we covered that before you came in. Thoughts on the main event, Mike?
Dude. All I can say is Shota Umino is this year's or this class, or he's the next ace, man.
That was the plan before the people turned on him and booed him and went with Tsuji. That was the plan. They didn't like it because it felt like he was being pushed like Roman. That's why they turned on him. Because he had the main event last year at Wrestle Kingdom, and he couldn't pull it off. He lost to ZSJ, could not get the title.
Well, now he's someone to be contender. He's the next ace.
That's the plan. That was the plan, but they had to change it up because the people weren't going with it because they felt like it was pushed. Plus his daddy's red shoes.
Stone Pitbull, hands down, even though in his age, can still fucking go, dude.
Oh, Jim Cornette will tell you you're full of shit and that he looks broken and can't wrestle. Just saying. Cornette thinks that him and Suzuki are broke down and can't wrestle. He thinks Ishii can't wrestle.
Cornette shits himself. So
Thank you. All right.
My uncle what's crazy? My uncle compares Ishii to a Japanese version of Buzz Sawyer.
I'm not telling you no.
I can see Josh likes that compliment, doesn't my uncle, he watches AEW, he loves Tomohiro Ishii. He says he's one of the toughest SOBs I've seen in years.
Oh, he's tough, especially when the kids, the Lions and the new class try to punch him, and he just stands there emotionless, like you're a fly buzzing around him. He's like, that's it. And he starts beating the shit out of you. Dude, it's so tough.
A lot of these people say there's no selling. Like, there were some wrestlers back in the old days that didn't fucking sell either. So shut the fuck up.
What'd you think of the main event, Phil?
Fucking loved it.
Well, what we got was the generation of old. We got Ishii and Lord Pants teaming up against the two young prospects, that are on the same class as our current world heavyweight champ, and the winner of this would become the number one contender for the heavyweight tag titles. And in this case, youth prevailed. They told him, we don't think y'all hard enough. We don't think y'all got it. They proved it. And we got a nice tribute to Lord Pants at the end of the show with both of them putting him over as a respected icon, as a legend, as a teacher. The crowd, of course, loves him, of course, and a 35-minute
also
match.
He's ventriloquist, by the way. Especially when he sings, he can do ventriloquism.
He sings for real, damn it, even with the unplugged mic.
Like I said, he's a talented ventriloquist as well.
Beautiful singing voice, best singer there is. He puts Final Fantasy to shame. Okay, all right. Well, that's that, and we're gonna get night 2 of the Road to the New Beginning show. Overall, not counting the main event, we pretty much got a 2.5-hour show, no commercials, 7 matches. It was pretty much like Raw or Dynamite, just with story and great wrestling all around. Nothing to really gripe at.
The worst match of the night was a 10-man tag.
And then it had some action. It's just late on in the night, it
was too much. It was too much story and not enough action for me.
Okay. Well, there's a good chance you might see that again tonight, or a remixing of that match. There's a good chance because they're leading up to a United Empire versus unaffiliated battle. That's the feud right now, and you can tell that's where it's going. I also think it's interesting. One more point.
Takahashi came out there and was defending the young lion that got his head destroyed with the chair.
Yeah, the unaffiliated plate. That's how you know they're the baby faces in this. They came out and they covered Hontai. They covered, and they're like, "Hey, you United Empire assholes, quit being assholes," So that's how we know who's going where here.
Fuck you and what are you gonna do about it? And fuck you. I was like, wow, Cal Newman is just doing all the F-bombs.
Yeah, speaking of which, by the way, Jordan, you saw that a fan handling a Natsupoi towel?
I saw a fan with a towel for show. I was like, look at this.
No, there was one for like Natsupoi as well, because right in front of Shingo, because recently, for everyone don't know, Natsupoi and Shingo Takagi got married.
Yes, that was a not. Also, we forgot to mention Shingo got hurt Hardaway last night, and that's a tough dude. He did not get up. Jake Lee hurt him for real, and then we got Tsuji came in the ring after that match.
Be happy about that.
Tsuji, it was Jake Lee's birthday. Tsuji asked if Jake Lee would say anything, kicks him in the nuts and beats the shit out of him. So we don't have an official match for the world title yet, but it looks like Tsuji's going to end up defending against bitch ass Jake Lee.
And I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that's gonna be a good match.
I think it will. I think you'll be impressed. Even though I don't like Jake Lee, I think you'll be impressed. The dude could go. He's just a son of a bitch.
We'll see.
Phil's a big Jake Lee fan. I am not.
What's up, Chris Gallagher?
Sorry, Chris.
Gallegos. I'm sorry, Chris Gallegos.
All right. Well, we'll move on to the next subject here. What y'all decide? Are we going to talk about the one piece of WWE news, the one piece of AEW news, or are we going to talk about something a lot of people have already asked for? TNA's first show and how y'all felt about it.
Me and Josh were, and Josh will even tell you because me and Josh were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. TNA next. TNA's opening show, new network, big new debut, rehash of the company, and what we all think we got was pretty much a total flop.
Yeah, it was a big pile of dog shit. The whole entire show made no fucking sense.
Had no flow.
All the matches seemed rushed. I mean, if it started out with AJ Styles coming out. I was just like, okay, they got AJ announcing, hey, it's a new TNA, new era and everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. Then we go into a 6-man tag that couldn't last no more than 5 minutes. It was, to me, it was like introductions. It came out, boom, 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 done. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Wait, where's the entertainment?
Yeah, it was nothing.
That was this morning on New Japan, Josh, but my bad.
Yeah. Then it goes into the a women's tag. I think the women's tag team match was up next or something like that.
Yeah, you're talking about the Hardys, but it wasn't a 6-man tag. It was a 4-man tag.
Was it 4-man? Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, and then the only cool part about it was that the Righteous intervened in the very end and
but at the same time, it was just like I was just not interested.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared. It's like
TNA on AMC was a disaster. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, then it went to the women's tag team match, and I think the titles changed. I don't know. I lost a brain cell watching that match.
Yeah, and because of the
I was like, for years they always say they got the best women's division, and well, it didn't seem like it that night.
No,
the only thing that was cool is what
they showed their butts.
Ruka and Zarya came out. And was it the TNA Women's Champion, whoever
Yailing Yi
is?
You probably know her as Xylee when she was in WWE.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Actually, yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, she was hot, but she threw out an open challenge, and so Ruka gave it to Zarya. So it's gonna be Zarya's. I guess it was at Stand and Deliver. So
no Genesis
or Genesis. So whatever pay-per-view. Honestly, I cannot give no good review. There was not one decent match. Even the main event where the title changed hands.
Hey Mike, would you swap me?
Going to Santana.
Phil.
Yeah, even the title change from Kazarian to Santana. This show was a complete disaster.
Okay, there we go. Josh pretty much calling it complete. What else you got, Josh?
Complete. And then I don't know who had the smart ass idea of bringing Dixie Carter out.
What the fuck were they thinking?
It was like they brought right before the main event. Dixie Carter came out, said, "Oh, it's nice to see all the fans again." They're all like, "Fuck you,
fuck
bitch.
you,
fuck you, bitch, fuck you." I'm like, damn. Then it's like Bully Ray had to go out there and save it.
And hugged her
and gone out there, and he called the championship match. But like I said, it was from beginning to end, it was just a complete disaster. I don't know. Did you guys watch anyone watch Genesis? Was that any better? I mean, honestly,
didn't watch it.
Honestly,
KJ Orson showed up.
I give this 3 more months. I give it 3 months before they pull the plug, and then they have to finally sell to WWE.
Tony Khan is a smart ass. I agree. I mean, I give it more than 3 months. I'll give it 6. And the reason I'm giving it 6 months is because of the fact that they're going live every other week instead of every week like they should.
Mm-hmm.
But Genesis had KJ Orso show up, who we all know is Fuego del Sol.
Yeah. Which I dig his new personality at once removing the mask and everything, going heel and all that. So I dig his personality, but at the same time,
it's too much, man.
I don't blame Fuego. He's a nice guy and everything.
Wait a minute. One second. I don't mean to cut you off, Phil. Mike, is it too much or was it not enough? Was that the problem with the show?
No, it was too much of bullshit, man. It was too much shit.
Too much bullshit, not enough wrestling and good story.
No, the wrestling was... There was 3 matches the whole show for 2 hours.
That's ridiculous.
3 matches? What the...
Yes, Phil, he's not kidding. 3 matches in 2 hours.
WWE bullshit, man.
Hold on. And then not only did they show the crowd, but they showed empty seats in the crowd.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
That was bad. That was bad.
They say like all the celebrities that have come out and they show all the celebrities, but you look at the background, It's
empty.
nothing but a bunch of empty seats. I'm like, and they had the nerve to talk about AEW about that?
Yeah,
Which
AEW,
the other companies actually try to tarp off and do lighting. TNA did nothing to hide the empty seats. Nothing.
nah, it was bad. It was bad.
Oh,
Seems like
man,
WWE's trying to sabotage them.
I
Oh,
was
they are.
wondering about that.
They are.
I was
Too many commercials.
Phil, you got something to say about it before I go?
I forgot what I was gonna say, but fuck, man! Like it seems like WWE's just trying to sabotage TNA. You know?
Well, that was I was telling Mike before we went on, we got live, and I'm sure we're all going to want to know. I want to know who the current head of creative is. I want to know who the booker was for this show. I'm sure it'll come out in a couple weeks.
And Carlos, what's his name? Carlos something is a fucking stooge. That's all I'm gonna say.
Carlos Silva.
Yeah,
But I want to know who was
especially with that
behind
hat.
it.
He looks like a fucking dork with that hat on.
Well,
The whole show, short of a couple of online people that mean nothing, just people commenting saying, "Oh, y'all being too hard on it," everyone gave it a review. And the worst thing you could do is a first show to bomb. Your first show means everything. Their viewership is going to show over the next couple weeks how people are not going to care and not going to tune in.
that's why I said 3 months.
Well,
3 months.
They said they won the number 2 spot. Well, yeah,
number two in the toilet. Number two in the toilet.
They fell below ECW.
Yeah. I mean, this could have been one of the worst debuts of a wrestling.
Perez Hilton doesn't belong in wrestling.
Carter sucks. Really does suck ass.
Could this be the worst first show of a rebranding or a company in history for any company on network television? Could this be the worst?
It is.
Well, I don't know. The Sandman going against the Zombie. The ECW rebranding.
I'm not gonna lie. I was more excited for that one, and it was 1 hour too. But that first WWE ECW show didn't piss me off. I was kind of excited, and it kind of got some. It was good to see the old guys again. We didn't. TNA, short of showing us Dixie Carter and AJ Styles, did we really get to see a bunch of the old guys?
Bully Ray.
Yeah,
that was about it.
Oh, and Frankie Kazarian.
I'm sure that the public is dying. The public is dying to see Frankie Kazarian on the national TV. I'm sure. You know, but
that's when they took the title off of him.
Yeah, that was easy, right?
You get back to Mike Santana, which is the best decision right now, and I'm going to agree with everybody in an abundance. Santino Marella needs to be off television. Period.
Well, here's a good question about that. They brought, I don't know what they call her now, Sonya Deville, whatever they call her now. Obviously, she's gonna be a new figurehead. This means one or two things. One, Santino's taking time away from TV or giving up the job, and she's gonna take it over. Or two, which I'm worried about. Not that I'm gonna watch the damn show. I do not want to see a librarian battle again. I do not want to see her and Santino fight over. I made this ruling. That would be horrible television. That would be terrible television.
I'm going to tell you this is going to piss you off even more. TNA's contracts are so shit. They only signed Sonya Deville for 6 months.
Well, I wanted to ask you, Mike, how, and this is to go with what Josh was saying, how long on television? How long is this current TV contract for?
3 years.
I don't think they're gonna make that. I was gonna say it's 6 months a year.
I give it 3 months.
I think they might give them 6 months to a year if WWE doesn't buy them out. And then if they do, they might turn that program around. They might turn it all in NXT. Who knows?
Yeah, they're gonna buy it. I mean, it's the writing's on the wall for it. I mean, hell, they already stole Leon Slater for fuck's sake. I mean,
they already stole most of their great talent, and most of their other talents. There's like we don't want to be a part of this. I mean, look at the Rascals. Like
there's some right there. The Radicals jumped ship that day. That day that they, because they were supposed, I think they were supposed to wrestle at Genesis or even at the TV show, but they saw the writing on the wall. I was like, this thing is shit.
This is garbage. We're out of here.
Also, that tag team that's good. They're done after this show as
Even
well.
Jake something jumped ship, and he
Who's the two guys that are tag team? They left right after this show.
The Rascals.
No, the two guys that are really good. They have a name. They have a tag team name. They're going to WWE.
No, that was the two women. That was the Iconics. The Iconics are leaving. Yeah, the Iconics are going back to WWE.
Are back, yes.
Did they just win the titles?
They dropped the titles to the Elegance brand.
Oh, what? Okay.
And who the hell is Mr. Elegance?
Nobody cares.
I'm just like,
that was cringe television right there,
dude. I'm gonna say this and I am a avid TNA fan from TNA back in the day.
To the Asylum years, by the way.
Yes, and I was there. So
yeah, Mike was backstage in the early days of TNA. Mike actually worked in there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of this stuff that's going on, and people don't realize that the stuff you see on TV now is just a bunch of bullshit. It's watered down garbage that no other wrestling organization is going to put on television.
Yeah, TNA. I think TNA made a big. I think realized they're being sold to WWE, and you know what? WWE still wants to monopolize things as usual. This is right.
Let them buy it, dude. I mean, what the fuck are you going to get? A library?
Yeah, that's the only thing you buy it for is the library.
You know what? Fuck it.
Let them have a library. I mean, they're not going to do shit with it. I mean, look what they did with Look what they did with WCW's library.
What did they do with ECW, man?
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all a year ago? Did I say that WWE would do with TNA? Take the top 10, which they actually did with AAA. They signed 10 of the top talent. What they did, they took about 10 of TNA's talent and already moved them over.
Yeah, they already took Jordan Grace. They've already taken.
Your girls are going back.
Yeah, the girls are going. I mean, dude.
Jake, whatever his face is, went to
AEW. Joe Henry.
We knew that was happening. Now you got the other guy, the guy that's I can't think of his name, but he's WWE now.
Matt Cardona.
Him too, but that's not who I was thinking. He's a younger guy. He hasn't made it yet, but he's on main programming television now.
Oh, you're talking about Leon Slater?
Yes.
Everybody we just named, every person we just named, is everybody good in TNA.
With the exception of Moose. And Moose did not get a good reception. They were saying they did not like the way Moose did not get cheered.
Well, he didn't get cheered because they didn't do shit.
Whose fault is that? Who booked this crap?
Yeah. Who's the top guys? Who's the top guys in TNA right now?
I think WWE probably.
You got Santana. Mike Santana, the champ.
No, I'm talking about behind the scenes. The guys.
I want to know. I want to know that.
Properly in TNA anymore. TNA sucks.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll give TNA this. They have something behind them called a machine that's going to try to give them every opportunity to succeed, and that machine is called the WWE. Now, without the WWE, TNA is not worth even mentioning.
I don't blame her. She's probably wrestling in AAA. No, not AAA. She's probably wrestling. She's banned from AAA, so she's probably wrestling over in CMLL.
She can't wrestle there either.
What?
Yeah, Tessa got her ass burned pretty bad over the past few years, dude.
Yeah, bro.
She kind of caused it, but she's there's a reason WWE ain't put her on main event television to lose to Charlotte Flair yet.
Nuclear heat.
Yeah, her racist behavior, I agree. Now, whenever they showed the opening ceremony of, oh, look who's in the crowd. You had Eric Young in the crowd. You had AJ Francis in the crowd. And my immediate thing was, why are you showing your talent instead of being in a ring? Yeah, out in the crowd.
I thought for sure they'd have used Eric Young, we know he's a reliable in-ring worker. Why was he not in a tag match? Why was he not one of the 3 or 4 matches on this show to kill time? Why not put a solid Eric Young in the fucking ring?
Dude, I have no idea. And Chris thinks that WWE is better than AEW and TNA is better than AEW, and that's your opinion. I'm not going to take your opinion.
That's your opinion, man.
I am not going to tell you you're wrong.
TNA management can mean a few things. It could be TNA Management Group, a sports agency for hockey, or the management of total nonstop action wrestling.
Google AI has been fucking up lately and not saying the truth.
A business process.
Jeff Jarrett was missing. Jeff Jarrett's belonging in AEW, and he even stated that TNA's debut in AMC was a good thing and a bad thing. It was great for them to get the publicity, for them to get on television again.
TNA president is Carlos Silva.
Yeah.
And the head of creative is Hunter Johnson.
He fire him with ease right now. Yeah, get him going. Because after that show, that TNA show Thursday, there's only one person who sat back smiling and had a drink and was happy with himself and with life. And his name is Tony Khan. If anybody was smiling and not scared of number 2, losing the number 2 spot, it's Tony Khan after that abysmal debut.
Yeah.
And you know I'm not a Tony Khan fan, but I can guarantee you, I bet you he spent the rest of his night with his glasses on like this.
Yeah.
Actually, it's more like this, you know.
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett was not the greatest NWA World Champion since Harley Race and Ric Flair.
No.
Now, I will say this. The best NWA champion besides Harley Race, and this is going to probably get a lot of flack from a lot of people, and I'm going to be honest, was Nick Aldis.
He was good. I'm not going to call him the best, but I have nothing to say bad about him being. That was the last time to me the NWA Championship meant something.
Yeah,
and when him and Cody fought for it, that was the last time the NWA title meant more than 10 cents.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now it ain't worth dog shits on the dog's ass.
No, and Billy,
dude, you really hate Tony Khan. You really hate AEW, Chris. Fuck, you almost hate it as much as I hate WWE.
There ain't nothing wrong with it. People can hate who they hate, man.
Exactly.
And I'm happy for it. Hey, I'm glad that there's people out there in this world that hate wrestling or hate different promotions. I'm not a fan of NWA. They turned me off whenever they did the stupid cocaine stunt for no reason whatsoever.
That was ridiculous because they didn't even have television and they went pull something like that. NWA is a dead brand. NWA might be the most dead brand.
CM Punk is the best WWE World Champion of all time, too. Oh God.
No, not bottom.
That's debatable. That's debatable, man.
That's not in the top 10. He's not a top 10 WWF.
Oh well, no, I'll put him in the top 10, but not top 5.
What great defenses and run did CM Punk have as champion and matches we could talk about right now that were 5-star?
One against John Cena.
That's it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, there you go. That's it. What else we got?
Triple H.
I don't even remember it, and I was probably watching at the time. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fact that, tell you the truth, he when he held the belt for the longest time, he actually defended it more than Brock Lesnar.
Yep, the year of Punk.
Brock's going to be always put higher on a list as a better world champion than CM Punk. Sorry.
Yeah.
Especially when he broke Punk's record for the modern day by holding.
Yeah, but did he really break? I mean, he held the belt and defended it 5 times.
I'd rather watch him do 20 suplexes to John.
Like 20 something times.
I'd rather watch Brock do 20 suplexes to John Cena than CM Punk stumble around like a broken foot. Dude's old and fragile and can't go no more. And Rollins fucks up that knee one more time. Rollins is going to be even worse.
All right, so here it is, man. I will give Punk number 9 in my top 10, but I can't give him no higher than that.
Okay. I couldn't go higher than that.
And
we're getting kind of off subject here. We're still on the TNA bullshit. And
Josh,
like right now, they fell below. To me, they fell below GCW. Hell, they fell below MLW, and they only do one. They only do one show a month.
The only thing TNA did not fall below is NWA because they have no television. They fell below everybody. MLW, freaking GC, they fell below anything else you got.
Hey, at least in MLW, they have stories in wrestling.
And tequila.
I see Chris talking about Chris is talking about all the good ones like Mid-South and World Class and all that. Chris, you don't watch New Japan, which right now is the number one with storylines this beginning of the year, and we're all in love with it because the action is perfect and like everything's just kicking ass.
Well, New Japan has a flavor, man. It has an acquired taste.
I grew up with the Southern. I grew up with the Southern wrestling, and I easily translated into modern New Japan. That was easily. 2018 was the greatest. 2017 and 18 were the best wrestling years I saw since 1997, and that was thanks to New Japan. And, that's WCW's 1997, by the way. Yeah, I had not seen any wrestling like that since, and no one could come close to it. That was ridiculous. It was insanely good. But, I mean, we all just watched the first show for the New Beginning, and we didn't mention that we also did not have to pay. We already paid for Wrestle Kingdom. We got New Year's Dash included with that. We just got the first New Beginning show included with that, plus Blue Justice. And we're getting another New Beginning show, and that's all for the same price we paid, which is barely $13. That's a deal. It's a fucking deal. And no commercials, no edits, no bullshit. All straight matches, no filler.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody had that.
No what adjust me.
There's nothing to gripe about right there.
No, and he used to watch the Von Erichs. So he's from Texas. So that's awesome.
Or he had a way to watch WCCW. They had wherever he was from had the channel.
I used to go watch the Von Erichs coming to Lubbock, Texas.
Well, he said he watched Crockett and he watched Mid-South, and also he might have just lived in the right spot where he had all of them on the right channel somewhere. He must live somewhere around where we all, three of us live down south.
I remember WCCW, and we got some of the shows up here through one of my cable channels. Not cable channels. It was broadcast.
Oh, he's 51 years old. Okay, so he's older than Josh.
1 year older than me.
But
he started off a little bit young. You started watching when you were 6.
I hate to tell you this, Chris, but New Japan's golden era started in 2007 and rolled all the way to 2020. It's considered greater than from 1970. What year we started, Phil, in New Japan? 74 or 70?
72.
72. Yeah, the golden era of New Japan just ended. Now we're starting a new age, but 07 to like at least 19 is considered the golden age. There is no better pro wrestling on the planet. That's not just my opinion. Plus, you had all the good people from AEW, not the bullshit storylines. You had everybody over there at one time. It was amazing. You had Moxley, Jericho, Omega, healthy, Ibushi healthy, Hangman as a heel like he should be, Jay White doing some of the best heel work of his life, Okada on top of the mountain, being a real champion, plus all the Japanese it was insane. It was insane. And we right now everybody in the company's got a story, and we're watching great wrestling. We all just watched a great show, and we're getting ready to watch another one at I don't know how many of the guys are gonna be up at 3:30 a.m.
Oh no,
I'll be watching. Chat, man. Yeah, you better mute your chat, Josh, for work. Me and Genghis were tearing it up last night. I don't know where y'all were, but we was going off like the old school calling it.
And go to bed.
Oh no, I already had it muted. So.
Let's jump over to let's touch real quick while we mention.
Hold on before we go any further from TNA into ANWA. There has been a lot of controversy from the Rascals leaving TNA and jumping ship to AEW.
That's where I was going.
I know where you were headed, but I wanted to segue into it this way.
Okay.
And Trey Miguel.
Fine, do it your way.
Trey Miguel got canned before even showing up on television. He was silently released. And it come from a higher up in Warner Brothers because of the anti-Semitic and the LGBTQ community comments he made in 2020.
So to put that in layman's terms where we can all understand, these Rascals, 4 guys, one of them gets hired and fired by TK in a day.
Well, he didn't get fired by Tony Khan.
It was towards David Starr,
who was the first person to get called out on the Me Too movement.
He started the speaking out movement.
He didn't start it. He was the first victim of it.
Well, it strikes again because he just lost his damn career thanks to it.
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't even know about it. All I know is like the Radicals appeared on AEW. Then all of a sudden, I saw the news and I was like, this guy has been released from AEW. I'm like, first of all, I was like thinking to myself, who is this guy?
Yeah. Who are you? Who are you?
Like who?
Shut up, JD.
But in all honesty, though, man, I mean,
what?
The Rascals are going to be a better trios than anything else now.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Jordan Oliver. Plus, I'm correct. Like during the past weekend, also 2 other guys got signed to AEW. One of them was Jordan Oliver. It was was given contracts by MJF. He defended the AEW title on the Indies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Also, it was actually it was an indie date, and also it was AEW and also a WWE title was defended at the same show.
That was crazy.
Was it the Speed title?
Yeah, it was some WWE IED talent, some up and comer or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they're a stripper of that title, and I was like, "Why did you go to this show?" We're probably never going to see her again.
Yeah, like Zeta Steele was part of the ID, and then now she's part of AEW and a clique in a formation with Christopher Daniels and Scorpio Sky and Top Flight.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And how do y'all feel about Thunder Rosa coming back?
I'm happy about that.
Finally,
Is it really happening? Is it really happening this time?
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know what injury she got this time, but I guess she's been gone for at least a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
All in Texas. She's been gone since All in Texas.
Dude, the back. Her back was so messed up from so much years of abuse and work. I'd rather her take her time off and heal than come back and we could have lost her for forever. So let's hope she stays healthy. She's good. And
I know, because Thunder Rosa is a 1 in a million talent. She's amazing.
I agree.
And
Thunder Rosa is good.
She has a nice cake too, by the way.
I'm a big fan of Thunder.
I know you are.
Thunder Tits.
That was funny. Thunder Tits is awesome. I would buy that shirt. Or as Jordan was like, I'd buy that for $1.
But then you have other things happening.
Are we going to talk about the WWE thing right here? All right, this should get some attention. Go ahead.
Did anybody watch Raw?
No.
I watched a little bit of it. I didn't catch. I got all the way up to the main event, and then I had to miss it. But all I know is that crowd was hot for that main event.
So you know already that Gunther versus AJ. Oh no, he didn't. What's up, brother? BKLS Sport Entertainment Show.
Hey, what's going on?
He did.
Yes, he did.
But yeah, I know AJ's got putting up his career against Gunther. He's not retiring this early. He's not going this early.
Well, he debuted at Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but I don't see him going out like that right now.
In Saudi as his retirement. That's my problem.
Yeah. In Saudi, no. He's going to go another year, or if he's doing this, then they're shipping him over to TNA to help him out. You know it. If I will call it right now. If he actually does it at WWE in Saudi and he loses to Gunther and has to retire, they're shipping his ass to TNA to help him out.
Not to wrestle though. They're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Probably booking or something.
I will guarantee you those do something stupid like that. That's it. That's if TNA can last a couple more episodes.
Their numbers are going to be real telling. I'm expecting a big drop for the next 2 and 3 shows for TNA. I'm expecting a massive drop in viewership.
Yeah, I did a massive drop, and I thought about TNA.
TNA shot themselves on the foot by joining with WWE.
No, they didn't. They have done nothing but progress to the point where they have a television on a major network.
Yeah.
Because of
But for how long, though?
It doesn't matter. At least they can say, hey, we had one. I mean, that's big enough to say that. Think about it. All these other companies have tried. MLW tried on Vice. It didn't last. It got yanked after the 3rd episode.
Because of WWE, that's why.
Really?
Yeah.
Vice?
Well, the thing was because WWE kept saying they kept trying to take them off Vice and everything, and MLW had to go to court and everything and sued WWE for it.
God.
Yeah.
And then,
where you been, Mike? You're supposed to be on top of this shit. What's going on there?
well, that was news to me. I mean, my God. Oh, yeah,
Look it up and everything. MLW sues WWE over Vice incident. It was also because of Tubi as well.
Well, yeah, Tubi don't have them on there either.
Everybody in the chat, I need y'all all right now to do me a favor. I need y'all to climb up to that top rope. I need y'all to give me that Macho Man elbow right to the like button. It's $3.99. I want y'all to Dusty Rhodes bionic elbow that like button so hard, your mama hears it. Hard as you can. Hit that like button for us, guys.
I'm trying to last this long, but I'm so trying. I'm feeling I'm about to crash, guys.
Yeah,
we're almost done.
Yeah, it's like he said. Don't forget, AJ Styles confirmed the 26 retirement. But he still has the whole entire year to go. But at the same time, it's like what I'm saying right now. I guarantee if they do this, if Gunther ends his career at the Royal Rumble, they're shipping his ass to TNA to help him out. I guarantee it.
I think it's stupid, though. I think it's stupid to end his career.
I think it's a stupid ass idea too.
There ain't nothing good about it.
Stupid idea from bad creative. Where's Chris Jericho? We need him.
I know, right?
That's the return I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
10,
I think that's where
9, 8.
I don't think you get it until Brock and AJ are done, man.
Yeah. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside,
hey, what's wrong with you? We got shit to do.
Yeah, that's right. Can you hold off that long, Phil?
I can't. I'll leave. Let you guys do it, okay? But you guys are doing life wrong if you do not watch Ringside Rants.
All right.
I'll see you guys later. I
gotta go. I'm sorry, man.
Right, guys.
I tried.
But yeah, Jordan can. I'll show off my stuff tomorrow because I don't feel like running up and grabbing it.
Okay, I already got my stuff together, so we're ready for it.
We can still talk now. We can still talk now.
For Phil.
Yeah.
Check this out.
I was trying to end it earlier because he was ready to go.
Yeah, well, we got a show to do. Yeah. All right.
But unfortunately, potentially, leading to a final run of TNA before he leaves wrestling for family time. I think it's.
Yeah, that's why I potentially see is like he's gonna lose them. This is how I'm gonna call it. He's gonna lose the match to Gunther. He's gonna retire from WWE. Then he's gonna go finish his career in TNA, and officially put his boots on the mat. And
in a TNA ring.
In a TNA ring.
Oh, dude,
that's if TNA show can last that damn long.
Oh
man, I'm calling that.
I don't see it. I think when he's done, he's going to catch all the last of his kids' ball games that he's missed all these years, and do the family thing and try to. I think that if he's got to call it quits sooner than possible, that might be why. Because he's been putting that off for years, trying to just make more money, and he's missed so much of that shit for his kids. But check this out. This is vintage from the 70s.
Hold on.
Ain't no hold on. Look at that.
Oh shit. Thin Lizzy.
Yeah, it's old. You can tell. It's got some age to it, but who knows? Phil might award this.
What thrift store did you find that at?
I didn't. That was at Silver Colecco, and they had another guy that wanted another item, and I was like, I'm not spending over this. The guy, Chad, told him, convinced me to spend a certain amount on this. I said, I'm not going above a price. Your boy said, I'll do $250, and we both pretty much shook hands and got our deals for like we each say $15 on our items. So there you go.
Okay.
Something I should have waited on to save some money instead of paying full price, though. But I am collecting this band. We finally got Mind Crime, yo.
Nice.
What's up, Anthony? Man, we're getting all the people in here now, bro.
Yeah, everybody hit that thumbs up. Phil rolled out, but we're still here. But yeah, y'all, if y'all want, go back and watch the show. We talked a lot of wrestling, all the 4 companies. Yeah. We covered TNA's horrible debut. We covered the Rascal guy going into AEW and leaving. We covered AJ's retirement match, or supposed if he loses, he retires. And we covered the awesomeness that is New Japan's The New Beginning show, which happened this morning. Well, Road 2, which is awesome. And we're getting another show today. But they're on fire with storylines.
In 4 hours.
Yeah, speaking of fire, I got this was listed for $40 to UK pressing. I spent $20. This is a good ZZ Top album right here.
The UK pressing, huh?
Yeah, the El Loco. Yeah, I didn't want to spend 40. I was like, I ain't doing that. So it didn't happen. But I spent 20 for that. I was like, that ain't happening. All right, what else we got? Oh, right here. We have a here you go. It's been a while since I picked up one of these. No condition notes. I mean, just in perfect shape, $35. Japanese with Obi. Robin Trawer album.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes, in beautiful Japanese. So you know that thing's gonna be like. Yeah, it's vintage too.
Yeah, with that Thin Lizzy gauntlet, you gotta make sure you have your tetanus shots.
I'm gonna stick somebody with that thing that pisses me off. Backhand them with that thing. Another band I'm collecting, like you got the tape box the other day. Got my hand on an Affordable Spectres Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, nice.
Which you know is Godzilla, of course.
Godzilla.
That's right. And we got a little bit of a mixed bag here today. Let's see. Let me pull some of these.
You know, and that's their 5th album. You know, before even before that Godzilla song blew up.
Yeah,
that's like their 4th or 5th album.
That's right, man. A lot of bands that happens. Look how many albums it took for Pink Floyd till Dark Side of the Moon happened. How about a little blues? Mike might like this one. This is a 1984 Holland sealed, it says. So this thing is, yes, this is sealed, never open. It's John Lee Hooker.
Oh, you lucky fucker.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the best part is they wanted $27. I think I actually did pay that because it's sealed. Yeah, it's sealed.
Are you gonna open
never
it?
been open.
Are you gonna open it?
Probably not.
Yeah, I will open it. because believe it or not, a lot of albums today, if let's say I tried to sell it online sealed, they're gonna be like, you open it and you prove it, and they're like, okay, I'll pay for it.
Hold on 1 second before you go any further, Jordan. Anthony says, I don't think the debut for TNA on AMC was as bad as people are making it out to be. Yes, it was production mistakes and a whole bunch of weird jump cuts, but the matches were good.
What matches?
No.
What
No,
matches?
I disagree with you, Anthony. That dumb matches were garbage.
It was
Those matches were
three 5-minute matches. That's not good. That's not good. Watch New
in a
Japan.
2-hour span. In a 2-hour span.
Yeah, we got 7 or 8 matches this morning from New Japan. No commercials. A 35-minute main event, not even for a title that everybody's been gushing about in this chat. Watch New Japan. They also have stories for everybody. Check this out. I paid $5 for a breakbeat album. I have no idea who it is, but it's breakbeat.
I don't know who that is.
Anthony asked, do any of you guys have Ronnie James Dio albums either? Is Heaven and Hell album with Sabbath or that's so? Well, Heaven and Hell that is Sabbath. Technically, that is Sabbath.
Yeah.
But I do have all the Black Sabbath with Ronnie James Dio, and I do have
Holy Diver.
I have a special version of Holy Diver that has every song has before the song starts with the band talking and counting them in, and all the end of the songs instead of fading out they all have endings on my Holy Diver. I have a original pressing of Sacred Heart vintage. I need to get Last in Line vintage, and I have some Sabbath like Heaven and Hell and Dehumanizer and all of that. All right, this is a CCR album, believe it or not. Cosmos Factory, pretty old.
Creedence Clearwater Revival,
but it's Cosmos Factory. So like, yeah, it's an odd one, but yeah, for like I think I spent. It says 10. I might have spent 7. You know. Oh yeah, this. The greatest drummer that ever lived, Mr. Buddy Rich. Mr. Buddy Rich and his orchestra.
Yes.
Oh man, I always think Neil Peart was better.
Who you think Neil Peart studied under and idolized? Buddy Rich.
I mean, hell, he went head to head with Animal.
Yes, that's another thing. This man went head to head with Animal on television. Yeah. I think I spent $5 on this. I was like, give me that. And this cost me a nice little bit, but it's sealed. But this is the 30th anniversary limited red vinyl. It's the one. It's 16 stone, all sealed and nice and new.
Never was a fan of that band.
This album's good. The rest of the band, you could piss on it. This album's good.
It has Everything Zen, and it has Machine Head. No, Machine Head. Everything Zen, Glycerine.
Yeah, you got more. You got no more number 1 hit singles to hit.
Okay, Anthony asked. I noticed this with music and wrestling. Why did it seem like in the music lean more towards rap and rock music in the 80s and 90s? In the 2000s is when you saw a lot of rock songs. Well, late 90s, as the late 90s and early 2000s, that's when metal started coming back hard. That's when metal started coming back hard, and plus all the classic bands started coming back as well. Like 80s and 90s. Well, 80s. I don't know. We don't talk about the 80s that much, man. I don't know.
What wrestling music you found in the 80s and 90s were more rap than rock in the 80s and 90s? There was barely anybody that came out to rap music. And in the 2000s, it was all butt rock and new metal.
Well, 90s, that's when the hip hop started coming into the wrestling.
No Limit Wrestling, No Limit Records was in WCW.
Yeah, but how many theme songs did they make for anybody? I mean, I could probably name on one hand the amount of wrestlers in WWF and WCW in the Attitude Era that came out there. Probably name 5 people, if that came out to rap music.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like I said, but like I said, it's really the rock and metal the rock and metal scene didn't pop back up until like the late 90s, early 2000s. That's when all everything started to shift in that, and they started incorporating more into wrestlers' music.
Well, the reason that happened is because of licensing and the money to be made, and that's why WWE stays away from it today because it was so expensive. They thought in the early 2000s, every WWE pay per view had Saliva or had a modern rock band at the time, a new metal band, and they thought that would be good marketing. The problem is it costs you so much money. That's why WWE went backwards and went back to we're gonna get a house band to make our music because it costs too much fucking money to license up. And just like they would reuse songs made for pay-per-views, they would reuse them once a year and over and over. That damn the end song they made for Triple H and Mick Foley. That song got used for 6 different feuds in 10 years.
Yeah. And
the whole together song with Macho Man and Elizabeth. They brought that back for Triple H and Stephanie. They brought that back for the Dawn Marie when she was, or whoever it was that was married to Stacy's. That they brought that. It's to do with licensings and rights. But what I'm asking is, what do you mean? I'm at Johnston came out to rap music. Yeah, Ahmed D'Lo. No, not even yeah. Ahmed D'Lo and Mark Henry. Who else came out to rap music at WWF in 1996 and 97? In 96 and 97.
Around that time, Man on a Mission, yeah.
Man on a Mission wasn't in the company. Mabel was already not he was gone and then came back as the ministry. So what rap music Mabel was coming out to in 96 and 97? You go to WCW, you got to wait till 99 or 98 for the Filthy Animals to get a rap song. Who else was coming out to rap music in WCW? Short of when the No Limit Soldiers walked out themselves. Who else came out to rap music?
I know Benoit came out to porn music.
You sure?
Yeah, his old WCW. His old
Yeah. That sound like porn music to you?
Yeah, it was. Look it up.
I thought I would have said Raven's theme sounded more like porn music.
Go.
No, not that. The do 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 do.
No, man. Raven's music has always been more grunge era / rock.
His WWF song was a complete ripoff of Seven Dust.
EXT28.
Not One Man Gang. You're talking about his other alternate, Akeem the Dream. Akeem came out to funk music and the hip hop.
Erga, The New Beginning Night 1 was great. Blue Justice was really good. And Tenzon, finally, they gave him his flowers. He's retiring.
Val Venus. Hello, ladies.
That wasn't a rap. Val Venus wasn't a rap song. Yeah. One man gang was in ECW by 96. Yeah. But so I don't know where One Man Gang in WWF is coming from.
Val Venus, the King the Dream and Big Boss Man, known as the Twin Towers. They came out to different music because Slick Rick. Not Slick Rick. What was his name? Slick.
Hey, you can put us back on all three of us. Yeah, Mike. You ain't got to be zoomed in on my face.
My
bad. You're all done?
Yeah, that was it. By the way, y'all saw everything. I showed the vintage Thin Lizzy gauntlet, which some of the metal actually has some rust on it. All I'm gonna put this thing on one day, and somebody pisses me off at a show. I'm gonna backhand them on.
Make sure you have your tetanus shots when you wear that thing, man.
Oh, you don't remember when I cut my head open earlier this year? That nurse, she didn't want to give it to me, but I'm good till 2035 on a tetanus shot now.
Good.
Yeah, I healed pretty good from that thing too. You know the leg is still fucked up from that though. When I went down, yeah, the head got the fence in the middle, but the leg, when I stretch that thing out, it's like, you son of a bitch. It's gonna take a whole year for that.
Man, don't feel bad, man. Don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad. I drink more beer and I get happy. Yeah, speaking of, somebody gave a retirement speech. The old girl was drunk at the table. He said, "My heart is very full." She went, "My glass is very empty."
My favorite drummer of all time is John Bonham, or drummer from Iron Maiden. Hey, it's two great drummers.
Whoa. Yeah, John Bonham is great. I have every Zeppelin, by the way. Which Iron Maiden drummer? Because we are on
third.
Yeah, well, actually, we're on fourth, if you really want to be technical. But the guy with him live right now, they haven't made an album with, would be four. But I'm guessing he's talking Nico McBrain. Sorry, but Clive was better. Nico does the same two fills all the time. Clive was Number of the Beast and Killers and the Sultan. I liked Clive better. I thought he was a better drummer.
Are you surprised that a guy like Jeff Hardy, with the amount of dangerous moves he's done throughout his career, hasn't had more major surgeries than he's actually had? Yes.
He'll be limping worse than Mick Foley in about 6 years. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh. Him and Matt are banged up.
Are we counting rehabs?
Ooh.
That too. Look at all the. It's. I'm not gonna punch it because Josh is right. That's why he's half on all the drugs. It's because of the pain. Kurt Angle was all fucked up because he just kept going and going, especially when we went to TNA and just got so banged up. I mean, these guys take a beating. Just take it bumps in the ring. You take a beating, and then you do that every day in WWE schedule. Then you go and wrestle wherever where they don't tell you if you're good or not or proper or anything like that. I mean, you take a beating. Anthony says original Iron Maiden drummer. I don't even know the guy before Clive. So the original Iron Maiden lineup, there's only has one original member, and that's Steve Harris, your bass player. Because before Paul Di'Anno, they had a different singer, and I'm not even sure if they had Dave Murray yet on guitar.
No, they got two original members.
Well, Dave's gone now too, though. So
no, you're forgetting it, man. Eddie's been there since day one, bro.
Yes. Eddie is the most popular mascot in history. You gotta give it to Eddie. Is the one. He is. Yeah, Eddie is the number one mascot over any other band.
Randy Rhoads, Adrian Smith, or all right, guys. I'll give you three guitarists. Who do you like better, Randy Rhoads, Adrian Smith, or who's the third one, dude?
Well, Adrian didn't join the band. Adrian didn't join Maiden until their second album, so he's not even playing on Phantom of the Opera. And the first album, Adrian's not even on
shit, dude. We're talking music and we're talking wrestling.
Yeah. Hey, people like this shit. That's what we show here. Hey.
That's what we do.
I'll give you guys three guitars. Well, guess what? I own Randy's guitar and I own Adrian's guitar. So there you go.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. I have the white version of Randy's Jackson. It's filthy because I sweat all over for so many. One day I need to take out the case and clean it. I called it the Warhorse because I used to play it every night in the late 2000s and up to about 24. From about 2006, no.
Or Slash. Okay. Duh. Okay, Slash.
About 2007 or 8 to 2014 or 15, I played my white Jackson, the Randy Rhoads Concorde, more than any guitar live. I used it for like 4-hour shows. I used it nonstop. The Adrian guitar, I'm sorry, he's got a photo signature of his. That guitar, where is that guitar? That's gonna be on my rack outside with like 9 other ones I don't have cases for. That one's okay. I think it's a cheaper version of his real one. I don't think it's the real one because something just feels off. But I got it from a guy for $60. That was hard up for money. But it is an Adrian Smith Jackson perfect copy, the white one of the Fender Strat with the humbucker and the
Slash uses that Gibson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Slash is a Gibson. I'm not a big Slash fan at all. I had to play a song of his, and I said, fuck that lead, and I just never learned it live, and I said, piss on that song.
I know a lot of people say that about Dime stuff, too. He's like, I don't know how he does it. He's like a damn spider on that fucking neck.
Oh, I didn't mean it was hard. I just meant I didn't like it. But no, Dime was a great player. The argument with Dime that people have today is either they're in love with his tone or they think it's the worst guitar tone ever. The Pantera stuff.
Were you guys a big fan of Steelheart?
Talk to Josh about Steelheart. He likes Loverboy and Steelheart.
Oh no. I like a couple songs by Loverboy, but Jesus Christ, Steelheart? No.
I mean,
That's
like
like
I kind of own some records. If you get my drift, you know, that thing's like 3 or 4 levels and it spins, and that's just what's in this room. So I kind of own some vinyl.
I think I heard that until I listened back to back when I heard the guitar background from Guns N' Roses. I'll get you.
Yeah. Slash is a good guitar player, but you also got Zach Wild too. So
Zach Wild is an amazing guitar player.
Yeah. Zach's stock is going to go up when he dies. He's going to get treated like the rest. Till then, you're still going to have people bitching about him. But Zach, the reason I like Zach is he's humble. He'll tell you Randy was better than him. He'll tell you he looked up to Randy. He worked on Randy's stuff to learn how to play. And I like Zach for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Zach's best stuff he ever did is pre-Black Label Society, Pride and Glory, the double album. Zach's best stuff he ever did is Pride and Glory, and No Rest for the Wicked and No More Tears.
So my favorite guitarist is Tom Morello, hands down.
Oh, good God, Tom Morello's good. Zach,
a lot of people don't.
Gonna have to go with Zach and Dime, but
my favorite or the best technical gear? What are we talking about here?
Oh my favorite. I don't know. This is where you get into arguments and debates, and it's like who's great and who's good and who's
well that's why I'm asking. Is this a personal? Everybody lists their favorite guitar player, or is this like the best? Like what? Which that can be debatable even more. Your own personal can be whatever, but what are we asking here?
Like my favorite of all time is Tom Morello. Hands down, my favorite guitarist is Tom Morello. But as like the greatest of all time, that's a whole different debate.
Yeah, I don't think we got enough time to get into that kind of debate.
I mean, dude, because then you talk like Stevie Ray Vaughan, then you can talk about Eric Clapton, then you can talk about
Hendrix.
It also comes down to styles. It comes down to styles as well, because you could have the most technical guy in the world who's speedy and fast and great, but has no feeling for playing blues and soulful music. So it comes down to taste. Best is a hard category. Yeah. That's a very hard. I'd almost have to have one for every category, a best for every.
Yeah, I mean, classic, and smooth. I mean, dude. I mean, blues. I mean, country. Country even has a kind of category in this too. If you want to go that route.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a fan of any of that shit. No. But I mean,
for some odd reason, I feel Dimebag is kind of overrated. Am I being harsh? I prefer Zach Wild over. At one time, I almost agreed with you there, but I might have called Dime overrated as much as when he died, they blew him up. Like that's the way he was killed and murdered. He got superstar status immediately versus when he was alive, he wasn't treated like that. And I'm like, well, if the guy's alive and he's been doing this, y'all could have kind of half the world thought he was great when he was alive. It's a shame all of y'all didn't think he was great when he was alive, you know? Nothing changed when he died. His music didn't change. Y'all just, now that he's gone, y'all want to merchandise and sell everything and treat him like one of the best. But a lot of that comes down to marketability and making money. I hate to take a lot of that comes down to
one of my cousins were starting the bands when when the big surge of local bands popped up in the early 2000s. He was going through all these new metal, new wave and new metal and all that stuff. And I was like, try this CD out. And I was like, I gave him Far Beyond Driven. Mm-hmm. And it's like, listen to this guitarist right here. And he's like, dude, I don't know. It's like, this dude's an asshole because I don't know how he can play all this shit.
Well, a lot of that sound effects and all too. Let's see where we're at. Man, Zach from Guitar Background was definitely unbelievable when I heard that. Remember nothing. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. I don't understand what you're saying there. Anthony says, "What are your opinions on Billy Gibbons as a guitarist? He's very underrated. He's
Yes.
very good, and it seems like he's doing simple shit and not. It takes a good guitar player to not have to do a million things to be good and to make it translate to the listener. David Gilmour from Pink Floyd is another guy like that. Does he do the most complicated shit? No. Is he one of the best and the sustained king? And can he make you feel his music? Yes. So
Yeah.
Billy Gibbons is a great blues rock player, good styles. I mean, just cool. I would have plenty of time for that dude.
As far as Guns N' Roses, the Slash era, which is the first
November rain.
nothing. Yeah, but nothing but praise for him. I mean, Slash is an awesome guitarist. Awesome.
To me he was overrated. I'm not saying it to you, Josh. I'm just saying in general, Slash was very over. I'm a big blues fan, and I play a lot of those styles in my playing, and I listen to a lot of music. I just don't find Slash is anything 500 guys off the street couldn't do, or I couldn't find 5,000 take his place if I wanted to sound just like that or better. So that's my opinion on Slash. Cool
Yeah.
guy, not really an asshole kind of guy, like keeps to himself, but just it's he's not one of those people that you can't find somebody else to do what he's
Well,
doing.
yeah. Well, you're talking about nowadays. I mean, go back in the
No, I'm talking
late 80s.
I'm talking Appetite, Illusions 1 and 2. I'm talking all of that, Lies.
Yeah, but yeah, you go try to compare him to guitarists back then.
I find that the Appetite for Destruction album is a complete ripoff of early Aerosmith 10 years later. I've always compared them to they're trying to be a new Aerosmith. The first I never looked at them as hair metal. I listened to the album. I listened to how it's played, and I'm always like, they're like in 1987 Aerosmith of today. I've always felt like that about that album, Guns N' Roses. And the Appetite for Destruction album, I can't stand it. Now my radio station plays every song from the fucking album every day at least once, out of order. But the two guitar players are not lined up. They kind of this sounds good, I'll play with you, but it's not like Metallica. Like they're not playing the identical licks together. And that's okay for some bands. I'm not saying it's bad for them, but it bothered me when I was one guitar trying to figure out songs from that I had to play in a band, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? They're not doing the same shit, and they're both playing rhythm. I'm like, what the hell am I? All right, let me combine the two and make something out of it, since the two of them just threw it together in the studio. Later on, they would improve on that in the Illusions, but we know how good the production was on those albums. Well, oh, whoa, which White Snake League? Because all of them were legendary. So which legendary White Snake League guitar player? I think I know who you're gonna say, but we've got three of the best playing that band. So which?
Alex Lifeson.
Alex Lifeson to me is the number one most underrated guitar player of all time, and that's because he was one guitar in a 3-man band, and he could play rhythm, he could play lead, he could play color guitar, which he's underrated for. That dude could play color and do sound effects and fills. He's the one man wrecking crew. He does the job of three guitar players by himself. Alex Lifeson is the most underrated guitar player from a big, and it's because the other two guys have so much talent and they get talked about all the time. Because you got one of the best drummers on the planet and a great bass player with sound effects and synth. That all three of those guys are professors. Rush is top 5 band of all time for me, easily. I have just about all their classic albums on vinyl. The OGs.
All right.
I want to know which White Snake. I'm guessing he's talking about John Sykes, the late John Sykes, who they just found out has an album of unreleased material. His last record label just said, and who happened to be the last guitar player for this little band right here for their final album for Thin Lizzy.
Steve Vai.
Steve Vai was great. I don't know if he was on 1 or 2 albums for White Snake, but he came out.
He did two albums.
Yeah. Man, I think John Sykes was the best fit for White Snake. The dude was it fit him so good. And you talk about Great player. I mean, I was playing some of his songs some years ago, and like, there's so many licks in those songs. It's so awesome. Like, Steve Vai's great. One of the greatest guitar players ever. He's an alien. Dude has a style like nobody else, and he can. That's the reason Steve Vai ranks high for me, because he can come up with things that other guitar players are not gonna do.
Wasn't he part of Dream Theater too?
Oh, Petrucci from Dream Theater. Yeah, he's another great player, but he's very by the book and taught and technical. But Steve Vai is more abstract. It's like out of his head, and these things that, I mean, he created the whole HSH pickups on a guitar, and the Floyd Rose being able to be pulled up with a recessed cavity. Steve Vai created that with Ibanez with the gym. The whole reason we got two humbuggers in a single now, and you could pull a Floyd Rose up and not just go down like Eddie's time. Steve created all of that. We just brands and companies just took it and kept going.
We still haven't touched on Eddie Van Halen, Joe Satriani,
Michelangelo.
Yeah, Michelangelo's another one that it's all classical and by the book.
Peter Frampton.
I mean, Joe Satch taught guitar lessons to Steve Vai, to Paul Stanley from Kiss, to Kirk Hammett from Metallica. Joe Satriani is one of the, and self-taught, but he's another guy that he could take you on a journey with no words. But him and Steve are great friends. There's a great live concert with him, Steve, and Yngwie Malmsteen.
Oh, the 6-string Superman.
Let's see. For you guys, who is the greatest super band of all time? That means members from other bands. Down.
At first, I thought that's what he meant, but I don't know if that's what he means. I think
super band. Oh,
I was, because Down came across when you said it don't matter about members, but I don't know if he means we pick our own singers and guitar players and drummers and match them in. I think that might be what he means. I'm not sure.
Or super band is like, they just they got together and jam, or got together and record. Ooh, I can't think of the name. Was it Chickenhead? Chickenfoot? Chickenfoot. There you go. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's half Van Halen plus Joe Satriani plus your boy all in there in one band. Sammy Hagar, Mike.
That's a super group.
Passion and I got Passion and Warfare ordered for me on CD when I was a kid. They had this store, and it's a town that they had a lot of rap fans. So I'd go in there, and they had all their rock CDs at like 18 and 21 bucks back in the 90s were all like $12.99. They would open up the book, and they would look up the code numbers, and they'd order me whatever I want, and they wouldn't charge me. And I got Passion and Warfare, and every time I bought a CD, I got about $1.25 credit, and I'd leave that in the computer, and I got so many CDs from them. But that's how I got Passion and Warfare new. That's how I got Surfing with the Alien, Joe Satriani. I think that's how I got that. A few of those guitar-based albums I got from them ordering through the books.
Yeah, but super groups. Right now, I can only think. Geez, like I said, Chickenfoot, Down, Super Joint Ritual. That's all members of different bands.
Elephant Man.
Down would be up there for me as well, because you got 5 guys that are all in killer bands, and those bands have started and stopped all those other bands. So
yeah,
that does follow the rules of, you could say, breaking up or stopping, because what
was that? Soundgarden and Rage Against the Machine.
That's technically like two bands. Audio Slave.
Well, yeah, it's like one.
It's Rage and Chris. It's Rage and Chris. I mean, it's like Temple of the Dog with Soundgarden and Pearl Jam, technically, after your boy died from Green River.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really you could call it a super group, but I mean,
no.
I
can only count to 4. I can only count to 4.
Yeah. Psycho.
I met the band Drowning Pool, the original members, the original 4 members, and I met the lead singer just 5 days before he died. Just 5 days before he died, and I got his autograph too. Cool dude. He was such a cool dude.
He was a cool guy.
I was at the last Ozfest he performed at in Atlanta. They found him
Yeah,
dead the next day.
because I know he came to Chicago. Then yeah, I think he went. They did 2 more Ozfests. Then I think he did the Atlanta one. Then right after the Atlanta one, it was like within a week and a half.
Anthony, I think I have the answer to your question. You talking about a super band is the band that was created out of other bands breaking up. Ozzy's original Blizzard of Oz lineup, all 4 of those guys came from Killer like the 1981 lineup. Ozzy, Randy, Bob, and Lee. That all 4 of those, Randy came from Quiet Riot. Lee came from Uriah Heep, and you had Ozzy came from Black Sabbath. You got I think I'd have to go with the Blizzard, like the Randy Rhoads lineup of Ozzy. All 4 of those guys came from big name bands and got put together.
Technically, yeah, that would count. I agree that would count.
You guys have to listen to Rival Sons, Greta Van Vliet. These are the young rockers that are bringing back that old psychedelic Led Zeppelin type of rock. I've never heard of them. What are they called?
Greta Van Fleet is all right. That's either you're gonna really like it or you're gonna really hate it. It's some young guys that dress and try to look like Zeppelin and try to be like Zeppelin, but in the same breath, isn't half of Led Zeppelin's career is considered they ripped everybody off, even though they're considered the greatest rock band of all time. So, how much is Greta Van Fleet ripping off Zeppelin, or are they just paying tribute like Zeppelin did to all the artists they took their songs from, or the majority of their stuff? So, I mean, is it it's? I guess it comes down to if you like it, and if you can get over the fact that they're not our generation. That if you can give it a shot, I'd say.
Gentlemen, it's 11:49 p.m.
Do you know where your children are? Who remembers that?
Everybody should remember that one.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children at?
Do we got any metal fans in here that love like modern day Exodus type stuff? I just want before Mike calls it, because I got something right here on my shelf I can show y'all if y'all. Does anybody love like 2004 Temple of the Damned Exodus to 2020 Persona Non Grata, like that era of Exodus? Any fans of that in here? Because I got something I can show y'all that y'all been missing out on.
What you got?
Well, Josh is gonna want to know because he likes it. So
I like Exodus.
You need to get your hands on this.
Ant thinks when you hear Greta, you're not just hearing Zeppelin. You hear a lot of Whitesnake, Rush, and Deep Purple.
They have a classic rock vibe to them. They have a vibe to them. I mean, it's either you like it or you don't. For you, Josh, asking about that. This, Steve Zetro Souza that sings for Exodus after Paul Baloff died, the second, all through the 80s, Fabulous Disaster and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back in 2004, and then he stepped away when Rob Dukes came in, but then he came back for the last 2 albums in the 20-teens.
I want to say Paul Baloff was on Fabulous Disaster.
Only on the first album he died. He died in the early 2000s. He was only ever on the first Exodus album, and then Zetro came in.
Oh, okay.
So Zetro's all the 80s stuff, After Bonded by Blood, it's Zetro. All the way into the 2000s. But when Zetro left Exodus, when he left in the 2000s and Rob Dukes took his place the first time, he formed this band, Hatred. And if you like that, this sounds, see if we can get closer. This is Hatred.
Oh, good. Nice album art.
This sounds like 2000s and 20-teens Exodus. The vocals and the music. So if you like anything from 2004's Temple of the Damned to Blood In, Blood Out in like 14 or 15, and then Persona Non Grata in 20, or if you like the sounds of the 3 Rob Dukes albums in the 2000s, this has that Exodus sound in the music without the members, but Zetro's voice all over it. So no, yeah, I keep this one out because I'll probably put it in tonight when I get some drinks in me.
When you get some drunks and drinks in me.
That's right.
He gets some drunk. Right. When he gets some drunk and some drinks in him.
Yeah. All right. It's time to
like
call
Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators and Velvet Revolver. No, not a fan of Velvet Revolver.
For me, it depends on the style. Like not modern bands, I'm not that big on, but if you name a style of music, I'll tell you. Like you can say thrash metal, I'll tell you classic stuff. I'll tell you modern.
Velvet Revolver, if I'm not mistaken, was like sort of like Stone Temple Pilots.
It was Scott Weiland with Slash with some other guys.
Yeah,
technically that's a super group because you got
you
had Stone Temple Pilots, you had two guys from Guns N' Roses, and you had one guy from the Cult, the drummer, which Slash Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion 2, 1 and 2.
Yeah, it wasn't my type of music, man. Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, that's not really my style either.
Yeah, I'm not a big Miles Kennedy fan of that. His vocals kind of piss me off. I can appreciate he's good, but it's got something to the pitch of his voice that I can't enjoy. Alter Bridge like
my ass itch.
Alter Bridge is better than Creed. Don't get me wrong, but you're not gonna find me owning an Alter Bridge album.
You'll find me owning Creed
or Shinedown.
Alter Bridge, Creed, Shinedown, or Nickelback.
That's all the butt rock bands. That's butt rock.
I'll admit I have one Nickelback album.
We know.
Only for the pure fact that they used they have a song on their Side of a Bullet, and it has a Dimebag Darrell solo on it. That's the only reason why I have it.
The modern bands I like are gonna be stoner and doom based. That's the underground music I like, and the modern stuff that held up good. When we had the 2000s with the shitty music, those bands were underground doing good, and then they got stronger in the 2010s, and now it's ridiculous. There's so many good ones, but there's so many different styles in that music too.
I actually tell you the truth, I am all over the place, man. I could go from classic rock, classic metal, 80s metal, 90s metal, 2000 metal.
The blue one is the best Parkway Drive. I think it's their third album. I thought that was their best album. They are a metalcore band.
So
they're from Australia too.
What do you think about Attila?
Who? Us? Attila? The Hun?
No, just Attila.
I've heard the name. I think I might have heard of a song of them, but it's not really. I'd have to play a couple songs in the chat and be like, okay, I get what you're into. But yeah, I like the older bands that are still good, or I like the modern stoner or doom or sludge, or depending on the style.
Grindcore is what I would consider it, or rap grindcore.
Well, I mean, look what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be in a band for the. I'm gonna be doing something different again. We're gonna have full on rap lead vocals in this new band. So how you like that? Nobody would ever. Like people are gonna have a fit. They're gonna be like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm be like, "Well, it's my era. I come from the Ice-T, fucking body count / biohazard / suicidal tendencies era."
Remember that TV show Catwalk?
I remember Soul Train.
No, there was a TV show about a band getting together trying to fuse rock, blues, and rap and everything, and it was absolutely horrible. I'm not saying your band's horrible, but I'm just saying
it's not my band. You heard some of the music. It's not my band. These guys have been at it for over 10 years. They just want to add me to the band.
Well, there's been, how dead would they have been and out of rock music if they didn't do that crossover Run DMC?
That's a lot of people claim that saved them. You know what saved Aerosmith to me, and I don't know if this would have made a difference when they've got put in Wayne's World. To me, that's what made them pop again. And would the collaboration with Run DMC have stopped them from putting Aerosmith? Because there's nothing to do with rap really in that movie a lot. I mean, with Aerosmith being the headlining band in a 90s movie is odd. And yeah, and they're probably the biggest stars they could get that they could afford at the time. But it's odd to have them at the top of the mountain when Nirvana's king, like it or not. But it's odd that all these kids are excited for Aerosmith that made like Dream On in the 70s and all, which I have nothing against Aerosmith. Like I rather
Well,
the old
well,
Aerosmith
well,
than the new Aerosmith.
well, if you think about it, Wayne and Garth were more like the 80s, 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were totally dressed like they were from the grunge era, so I didn't get it.
No, to me, they didn't look like they were grunge. To me, they looked like they were from the 80s. They wore the font. They wore the
Well, then they
denim
should have been
jacket.
into Striper and Poison and in the hair metal, not
I would
Zeppelin
see
and
if I remember in the first Wayne's World movie, I don't think Aerosmith. It was more or less Queen got more popularized. It wasn't until the second movie they did more with Aerosmith.
Yeah,
You're right, but that Queen song is just fun, and whoever came up with that knew that was gonna work. You
Now,
get a shitty little car, you throw a bunch of dudes in there that's got nothing better to do in their life, and they just sing. What's the most ridiculous song we can have them all sing? That's got a bunch of, and you throw that on, which is almost like an opera song, and it's just a stupid good time.
yeah, but yeah,
You cannot put on that song and not smile. You can't
and
put on that song and not smile.
And to answer brother BKL, dude, you don't realize how much useless knowledge I have consumed in my life that I for some reason, some will trigger off a memory. Like I said, Jordan was like telling all the inspiration for the music that he's about to do. And I would just bring out a memory of a stupid TV show called Catwalk that were just reminded me of it. It was just a bunch of stupid music collaboration that you don't know how much knowledge is in his head.
Mm-hmm.
True story. I mean, I could bounce all over. I showed this the other night, but I bounce all over the place. So we got a BB King single here, the real deal.
Yeah, see?
I got an entire section of blues, jazz. I just showed a breakbeat album a few minutes ago. That was like $5.
You gotta realize my musical taste is like I said, I'm all over from like you got shit.
Yeah, you got
I'm
shit.
50 years old, and I could go back for 50 years of music. I could go from Cannibal Corpse to Run DMC, man.
Dude, I almost
became popular in your guys' opinion because of TRL and MTV for rock music. Oh my god!
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, okay. What band became Guns N' Roses?
Whoa. TRL and wait, I can't even read the question yet, but that sounds a little after Guns N' Roses.
It says what band became popular in your guys' honest opinion because of TRL and MTV for rock music?
First, you got to go back to Headbangers Ball and After Midnight, dude. You got to go back in time before TRL. You got to go back to when.
For like the big, I'm gonna keep this in the 80s because that's when MTV popped up.
There was no TRL.
The bands that became popular: Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Scorpions, because they were always nonstop playing.
He's just in the 80s right here.
Say this damn name, but U2.
You got to do Billy Idol, dude. He was all over him.
Billy Idol.
One of the big ones. I mean, Cyndi Lauper was huge.
Duran.
Madonna. Madonna and Michael Jackson ruled the 80s pop waves.
Duran did too.
Now, Total Request Live. That's where you get into.
That was pop music.
No, not even. No, that's more pop music. So you're talking like Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, that was
not even Backstreet. No, Backstreet Boys. Yeah.
Eminem, Nirvana.
Not Total Recall. When Total Recall Live happened, I changed the channel. I was done.
Yeah, because that's when they play all the pop music, and that's where you get
the last time MTV was really good. And Mike's gonna disagree because he likes some more rap music than I do, so it still kept going. But when in '96, you could come home from school, and you could at 4:00 you could watch Buzzkill and hear Bush and Silverchair and all the bands of the time, and then watch Beavis and Butthead at like 5. And by the end of the 90s, they were fading that out, and you started getting the boy bands, and then they tried to do in '99 they tried to do Return of the Rock, but it was a bunch of like new metal bands. Some were okay, a lot of it wasn't all, and it didn't last. That's when they decided to create MTV2 and move everything, and then they made MTVX because the rock music wasn't good enough to hold everybody. But the rap music was still going strong into the '90s at the time. Yeah. You still had Tupac and Biggie all over the channel, and that was still going good. But I probably after 2000, everything really went to shit. But '99 was the beginning of the end.
Then you had White Zombie.
Yeah,
we both. Zombie was on TRL.
White Zombie won the 1995 award for best music video for More Human Than Human. Mm-hmm. He's right. He's right. Bowie was huge before, but MTV just helped him out even more.
Honestly, it was only Under Pressure.
Dance.
That was the only song with him and Queen.
Dance was all over MTV. The one with the Stevie Ray Vaughan. So I hate the video because video because it doesn't sound like the song at all. But the one where he's in the old style cafe and you got these world people, almost Indians in it. It's called Dance, but that was all over the 80s for Bowie.
Wasn't Dancing in the Streets David Bowie and the dude?
No, it sounds like he always I laugh because it sounds like I laugh because it sounds like he's a vampire on there. It's the one where the song starts off with all like
Jagger and David Bowie, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Jagger.
Yeah, it was.
No, Jagger wasn't on there. I can watch
Dancing in the Street. No, we're talking about Dancing in the Street.
That's Van Halen, and they covered that off of somebody. I'm talking about the song Dance. Let's dance. Put on your shoes and dance. I always say like that's what it sounds like to me. Stevie Ray Vaughan plays the solo in it. It was a big hit for Bowie in the 80s. It's all synth sounding up like it's all like it was all over. That was one of the first things I ever saw from him after the Ziggy Stardust days.
It was David Bowie, Mick Jagger, Dancing in the Street.
Yeah, okay.
That's Dancing in the Street. It's not the same song.
No. Close enough, though.
If you're going to go that route, you could say Aha blew up because of that one damn Take On Me video.
That's another band right there. Van Halen. I didn't think about that.
Whoever did Video Killed the Radio Star was like the anthem of. And Dire Straits with their crappy MTV song.
I want my MTV.
Not a band I was ever into. Never really liked that. Even though their guitar players held one of the best. I'm not a big Dire Straits fan at all.
They had a couple of good songs. Money for Nothing was pretty big.
The big song, yeah. I just don't care for the band. It's just the music does nothing for me. Almost as bad as the Rolling Stones is the number one band that does nothing for me.
Oh man, don't even get me started on them, dude.
They do nothing for me, bro. I appreciate. I'm not a big Beatles fan, but I appreciate the Beatles. I'm not a big Eagles fan, but I appreciate the Eagles. The Stones have done zero to ever encourage me in my musical journey in almost 40 years. Stones have done zero to encourage me, to make me play, to make me learn something.
What about Leonard Skinner?
Skinner. I know you're not a big Skinner fan, but I like Southern rock. I like Skinner.
I think I heard Total Request live when I listened to Korn and the song "Freak on a Leash" and "Falling Away from Me."
At that time, they would have been on there. They would have been.
Yeah.
My school bus driver had 18s bumping rap in the back. And that's how all the kids would behave and shit. And that'd be some of the only rock she'd put on would be shit like that. But it would be all like rap and all of that. She would put on all the rap, just blasting with 18s through the back of the school bus. And we'd be going through the ghetto, dropping everybody off.
Driving through in the ghetto.
Oh shit! They had this one time. This car tried to cut us off on the main boulevard in the town. Bro, everybody on that side, everybody ran on that side. The bus dropped the windows. Fuck you, motherfucker! Yeah. But the whole bus, fucking bitching. The bus driver was just laughing. He's like, I ain't got to do nothing. And these kids are gonna fuck that car up. We were some fucking animals. He said, walk like an Egyptian, not dancing like an Egyptian.
I recently watched an interview with David Bowie that he actually said that he forced radio stations and MTV to play more black music because he threatened to take his music off the air.
It's crazy that channel went from not wanting to play that many black artists to playing only black artists in that by one point in the 90s, and then it went to shit. Because and I'm gonna tell you why it went to shit. The reality TV bullshit ruined that.
Man.
Well, you
That
have
16 and pregnant. 16 and pregnant.
Yeah, that's like what you talk about black artists in the 80s? I mean, the only ones that pop out is like Lionel Richie.
Man, Yo MTV Raps was the shit, dude.
No, 80s. Yo MTV Raps is 90s.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Lionel Richie. Well, and then you can't forget about your boy that did Ghostbusters, Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah, then Run DMC just popping off.
Yeah.
Fat Boys.
Oh, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, boy, the original rap song.
That's kind of 70s right there. So
it's still they don't push me because I'm I'm trying not to lose my head.
Evanescence is Bring Me Life is a good song. Very God, calling it a classic now. That kind of hurts the chest right there to say that one.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hear it from me. I can live without her.
Jennifer, what was her name? Amy Lee.
Nothing for me in that music.
Female band Nightwish. Nightwish is good. Nightwish is good. I like Nightwish.
That's the one that keeps changing lead singers with chicks. Nightwish.
No, you're thinking
of
you're
thinking about Arch Enemy. Yeah, Arch Enemy. They do.
I think they're on their third. They went from a male lead singer to like.
Yeah, I know they did. You sure Nightwish didn't change at least one woman singer yet? I feel like they did. I know
this moment is my favorite female band. I'm gonna throw that out there right now.
Who?
In this moment.
Oh yeah, she's good. Oh yeah, she's real good.
I gotta pick favorite. I gotta pick.
Like, I would compare her to like a female version of Alice Cooper.
So I gotta pick. Now I gotta pick what woman I think is the best in. All right, classic rock is gonna be Ann Wilson from Heart. No one's out singing Ann Wilson from Heart for classic rock. No one's beating her. Fuck Stevie Nicks. Fuck all. You're not beating the chick from Heart. For modern shit, I would go with either the chick from Winhand. This is all gonna be Stoner and Doom, but these women can sing like powerhouses. They worship like goddesses. It's gonna be either the chick from Winhand, the chick from Haunted, or the evil ass chick from The Evil, which that they make Slayer look like a children's program. That
the female band I like is Lacuna Coil. I actually met them. I met the whole entire band, and oh my god, just talking to her when she talks, she got that thick Italian accent, and it's like, oh,
bro, Phil is gonna be so pissed that I bet you he'd have woke up the minute we started talking about music. Phil's gonna be so pissed that he missed this tonight.
Oh, Lizzie Hale. Lizzie Hale's good. I like Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm. Actually, really good band. I actually like them. Very talented group. So, all right, I think.
Are we calling tonight, gentlemen?
Hold on.
We still got another show to do tomorrow.
Yeah, hey guys, all y'all talking about all this music stuff. If y'all want to do it again, come join us tomorrow. And at the end of the show, we could carry on more about music after we cover wrestling news.
And I got some stuff to show off tomorrow too. So
remember, we go live. We try to go live every Monday, Tuesday. So far, we've been doing pretty good. We'll talk wrestling news. We show off some shit we buy, comic books, records, shit like that, merchandise kind of shit. Y'all want to talk music? Come on. But if you haven't done it yet, get on the top rope. Give me your best Randy Savage. Hit that like button as hard as you can. It helps the algorithm. It gets the show for more people like all y'all that are bumping into us to see it. That's gonna bring more people in the chat. Y'all gonna have conversations with. But yes, for you older guys, give it the Dusty Rhodes. Give it the Bionic Elbow as hard as you can. It's free 99.
Free 99.
That's right. Okay, Mike, hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
you're doing a live farm, brother.
Yeah. And we're not just we're not food to eat, man. We're also
We're food for the ears, baby.
That's right. And always remember, what's mine is mine, but what's yours? If it ain't mine yet, it will be.
all right.